Have you ever heard this? If you have, listen.
What you're putting out there, and then
Yeah.
you seem like a dude who pays attention to detail.
Yeah, I think it's important, man, because everything now is visual. To your point earlier, social media, all this shit, like what you see is what you get. So
Yeah, bro.
Plus, it's like a survival thing too. Like people will judge you based off visual first before even like if you're disheveled, it's like a whole different
yeah,
you
which
gotta
could work in your
overcome
favor
that.
if that's if you're trying to go incognito, sneak
Subvert the expectation,
Yeah.
pull the Marvel incognito mode, do a sunglasses cap.
in. Yeah.
What is this, dude? 46.
This is 46 for us. Yeah, this is episode
46,
46.
dude.
Hell yeah.
Z.
What's
Welcome
up?
What's up,
to
bro?
the cast.
Chilling, man.
Thanks for coming through, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's almost half a century on this episode list.
Dude,
and almost
yeah.
at 50.
We're almost there.
We're just gonna come in just a little shy of hitting 50 episodes for before year end,
before
but
the
we're close.
because of how we started staggering them, like giving ourselves some extra space. I was like trying to do the math in my head of like, why aren't we at 50 yet? Because we started like, it wasn't the first week of January where we did like our first release, but you know.
Right. You got to do something
I
special
think it was January
for
15th.
the bicentennial, for the 50.
Yeah,
Dude.
big 5-0.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I feel like we've had a lot of cool, like, dope people. I'm
Yeah.
glad to get an artist like you in here because we have a lot of drummers for sure.
Lot of drummers,
We get
for
a lot
sure.
of fucking
Didn't you
drummers.
guys drum?
He's a drummer.
I'm a drummer.
Yeah.
He's a guitar player.
I'm a guitarist.
Do you play any instruments,
That's
by the
right.
way?
I just play like samplers and drum machines. I don't.
Okay.
I can't
Oh,
drum
hell yeah.
in the real world.
Dude, so I work at Guitar Center. That's my day
Yeah.
job. Yesterday, this guy brought in a 1970s Ace Tone drum machine.
Oh,
It's like
shit.
pre-Roland era.
Yeah.
Thing fucking ripped.
Yeah, I'm sure it hits
Yeah.
hard. What is he just returning? What's he doing? Or not
He was
returning? It's just
selling it. Yeah, he had a couple
You
like
should buy
that.
it. Buy that shit, bro.
$300. It could be yours.
Damn, that's not bad.
It's pretty sick.
Whoa.
Yeah, it has like the tempo modulator on there. Like,
Bro.
yeah.
Something about old dusty gear, bro, just provides a unique
Well,
character to sound.
yeah, dude. Like gorillas. Dude,
Yeah.
that fucking pattern is from a fucking old.
I think it's some Yamaha. Maybe
it's like a-
like drum.
Oh, it's like a stock melody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that, bro. Can you try to find that, dude? Yeah, because it's like it was on a random one of these like, Casio type
Right.
things or whatever. Where it's just like one of the random presets that they have
Right.
on there, and they took that and they made a fucking dope.
And
Fucking
you
song.
can see him demo it because he like starts and he's like, "Doesn't that sound familiar?" Yeah, here.
yep.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood. I was trying to think of the
crazy.
song.
It
It's
just
Clint
came like
Eastwood.
that. That's it. That's the preset. It's the Rock One preset.
Dude, I love it.
Yo,
Fucking great, bro.
that's
But it gets even more-
insane.
Dude,
Wholesale.
it's like even like that.
Wow.
Dude,
But see, listen, this is
the whole architecture of that fucking song.
This is how you know this producer, this artist, whoever picked up on that is like wise beyond their years, or maybe not.
That's
this guy's
homeboy. He's in
settled
Blur
his age.
too. What I don't know his name, but
Well, the thing is, when you find something that's already a perfect piece of music, you just build on it,
Yeah.
bro. You don't need to go fucking it up and going too crazy, as you can see.
Yeah, someone might
getting
hear
your
that.
bright ideas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
someone might
yeah.
play that and think like, "Oh, I can't use that because it's like stock. I got to add my own spin to it." But it's like, you just have the foresight to think like, "Well, leave it be."
Yeah,
and put some
just-
other cool stuff on
Just
top.
wrap
of
some
it.
stuff around it.
Yeah.
Throw Del the Funky Homo Sapien on it. We're good.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Time for me is
Dude.
nothing. I ain't counting no age.
those are some great bars, dude. That rap is that Jay Dilla? No, that's not Jay Dilla. Who is that? I don't know who that rapper is.
Rap?
dude.
No, that's Del rapping.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's Del. Del the Funky Homo Sapien rapping on the track.
Yeah, bro.
He's
is,
a beast,
is he one?
man.
Is he like a one of the cats that you like?
He's just like a OG,
Yeah.
West Coast. West Coast, yes, West Coast rap artist, man. I mean, he's the shit, bro. I got Del on an older track of mine, and it was just sick to like have a piece of music you worked on and then have somebody like him lay over it.
Bro, dude, I was scoping your YouTube channel. You've been at it for a minute, man.
I've been doing a
You've
lot
been-
of shit for a long time.
Yeah,
bro.
bro. I feel you, dog. Because I mean, I've started my first podcast like 10 years ago.
Yep.
And then been doing stand up forever, but it's like these long arcs.
Right.
That's why I was telling him like I appreciate people like that have a perspective like that because like you've been around for a minute, man.
Been around for a minute here, Los Angeles, and then a lot of travel, man, between the East Coast and Midwest, doing some stuff out in Miami now. And just absorbing the scenes in different places, you start kind of getting
How's Miami?
Well, it's a lot cooler than I thought it was at first. I used to hate it, bro. I used to fucking
Well,
hate
I feel like
Miami.
there's some people. There's already a thing you're feeling about it before you get there.
There is.
Yeah.
It's a Vegas on a beach vibe, and every time I've been there, I've just been plastered, right? But the last few trips I've had there have been with my good friend, this guy named Mel, who has actually a Texas barbecue restaurant in Miami that he launched a few years back and just destroyed it, bro. Like, got on the cover of Forbes, a lot of recognition from the city. The mafioso restaurateurs there welcomed him in. And so now he's actually doing the second iteration of that. And so that's why I've been going out to Miami, because him and I grew up together. And he's always seen me do music. At one point, even managed some of the music stuff I did. And then when I started getting more into creative direction and visual stuff, he kept an eye on that and was basically like, yo, I'm doing the relaunch of this. I want you to come, like, help me brand this and do the social media behind it. So I'm going out to Miami now, and I'm just going to the best fucking restaurants, bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I like it better now.
Michelin.
Once you've spent some time there, and I've never been to Miami myself, but I just imagine the best Cuban food ever.
It slams, dude. I mean, I went on a probably like
a lot of
2-day
talent
food
too,
tour
I'm
there.
sure.
Yeah,
On the beach,
yeah. I mean,
sure.
depends whatever you want, they got it there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Another
Yep.
city of sin.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it's also there. It's I think it's like there's New York's first in high rises, Chicago's second. I think Miami might be third, or LA's. I don't know if LA's third, or if Miami might have more than LA actually.
I don't know if they're doing this by like square footage or by the percentage. If it was percentage, I would say it seems like a high percentage of Miami is high rises for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really think of LA as like a high-rise city.
No,
No, it's not.
no.
Except for downtown.
Downtown is its own vibe, but nobody goes downtown.
Yeah,
all the
it does
beach,
my
man.
I know
Yeah.
South Beach is big in Miami. Do people is downtown Miami a thing? Is that like
Coral Gables is where I spent most of my time, and that's where all the newer hotels and restaurants are blowing up.
word?
It's fucking expensive. It's
Yeah.
it's like baller shit, you know. Yeah, I didn't go to South Beach this last trip.
Word,
Yeah,
dude. Just like take care of business, bro. You can't get to it.
I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to get wrapped up in that shit, bro.
No, bro, and I mean, you've been doing some shit that I'm like, the distractions start a coming,
Yeah,
and they're like, staying grounded. I think is like one of those things, man. When you're going and you're doing like cool shit, and it's
Right.
like that's. I feel like you've got that, bro, which is kudos.
Well, I haven't drank alcohol in like 6 years. 6
No
or 7
shit.
years.
Nice.
So that's definitely a big
Oh,
part
bro.
of that.
Give me some of
Yeah.
that, bro.
You
Give
know
me
what I
some
mean?
of that.
Congratulations.
You
Bro,
know what I
I'm
mean?
at 3
Don't
and a
get it
half.
twisted. I still party,
No,
guys. I just don't
No,
drink
well,
alcohol.
you know what's crazy, man? I'm glad you said that because there was something I saw one of your videos from like previous. It was like 13 years ago. It's got like 100,000 views. And I was like, dude. The message was like a positive thing, and then I saw
Yeah.
the alcohol involved in that, and it kind of threw me because I don't drink either.
Right.
So I was like, to hear that now you're on that
Yeah,
place,
yeah.
bro, dude, that's
Yeah, bro, it just gives you a lot of clarity, and to your point, it helps you stay on track with shit. You know, like there's a lot going on. I have some, ridiculous goals, and the only way I can get there is just to stay locked in. And that wasn't helping me at the time. Not to say I won't drink again at some point.
Sure.
And I don't, all my homies drink. All my homies are bartenders or bar owners. I have like 5 ex-girlfriends that are bartenders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Drink, do your thing.
Yeah.
Just for me at this point in time, I'm just not doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense because in that industry, like you're around that all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of the time,
Yeah.
you're selling drink tickets. Like
Yeah.
that's the name of the game.
Yeah,
So
well,
having
it's-
that sort of north star to be able to,
Yeah.
circumnavigate.
it's like it's a bar business, and then it's the show. You know,
Right.
it's like that's what it ultimately comes down to. Yeah.
But speaking of that, can I hit your nicotine vape?
Yeah, bro.
Thank you, sir.
You got it, bro. Mint.
Is it
I got
mint?
that at my favorite local, closest to a bodega thing I can find in Austin. 'Cause
Little
we
mini
don't actually
mart.
have bodegas
Yeah.
here.
So
By
you guys,
both of our
you got to put
places.
me on game because I haven't been back to Austin.
Yeah.
Except for the past 6 months, so I'm still
Yeah.
like relearning and discovering new shit.
Yeah.
Like what's popping, bro? What's
Dog.
the best new food spot? Where's the club joint to
Oh,
go to? Like
man.
what's
Bro, dude, for me, I'm like, you find me on South Congress.
Okay.
On Thursdays at the homies.
Yep.
'Cause-
And I'm there.
and
We've
I
seen
see you.
each
That's
other
where
there,
I.
yep.
That's where I actually asked, I think, to come through. Yeah, dude, because what they're doing over there,
Yeah.
dog. As far as I'm concerned, man, like I'm in the best place in town when I'm there in a place
Yeah.
like with those types
Oh,
of cats playing.
No doubt.
There's nowhere better to be.
Yeah,
to me,
no doubt.
Yeah,
And I go way back with all those guys, man. Like when I first started doing music in Austin, I mean, there's different chapters of this, but when I started working with live bands, it was with Carlos Sosa and the Groove Line Horns, and they had a project called Boombox that was going on forever. And they would do, I think, Tuesday nights at Lucky Lounge. I wasn't even 21 yet, bro, and they had me up there every fucking Tuesday, and shit, it was amazing.
and I'm sure that's where you learned how to be a pro, bro. Dude.
That's where I definitely cut my teeth.
Carlos is a pro.
Yes, he's an assassin, man, and so I worked with him for several years, and then and you know, so I've always had a strong relationship with him. And then John Dees was actually my drummer at one point, and then
Yo, nobody knows John Dees plays drums, y'all.
he does, he's a
Dude,
beast, he's a fucking
he's-
beast. He plays everything, but
He's solid. That's where he started on sixth grade, I think.
Yeah, so he was playing drums for me, and my homeboy Lance was doing keys, and then Gary had seen him do a show of mine and was like, "Yo, do you mind if I holler at John?" I was like, "Bro, yes, take him, go. Like this fool's a beast." And so he ended up you know, being on the road with Gary Clark Jr. for quite a while, doing all that stuff, and he's just elevated, bro. Like the dude is super talented, and I've been lucky enough to do a bunch of shows with the Kill Tony band and with John Dees and play Blue Note, and then play Madison Square Garden a few times. So like we've had a cool run, and there's some really dope shit lined up for next year. So
Dude, and that's
Hell
been
yeah.
but that's been like when you get there and you're like you're on that stage, right? You're like that you paid the dues. You know what I mean?
bro, I paid so many goddamn dues. But I'm not complaining, bro. I love this shit.
there's got to be something different there because of that for you in that moment.
Is it always like an aha moment of like, God damn, I'm playing MSG?
Like I would guess some out of body at least a little with MSG. It's literally the biggest arena in the world.
I would say, yeah. I played 2 times. The first time I played it, I was just in awe and kind of shocked the whole time.
Yeah.
But I was also focused, like, all right, I'm here. I can't fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the portion that I do when I jump out with the band, I'm just freestyling. I'm going off the top of the dome, right? And for me, that means I have to stay like locked in.
Yep.
If I let the moment get away, then I will bomb in front of everybody on the fucking stage. So it's very similar to the comedians.
Yeah,
that get up there
You
and get a
literally
1 minute
took the
bit.
words out of my
Yeah.
mouth.
It's not like you're sitting on, you know, an instrument in the back where like if you flub a note or something, you can kind of like, you know,
Right.
all eyes are on you. So if you fuck
Exactly.
up, you're kind of like
And that said,
on the hot plate.
what is great is when I do get on stage and you know at MSG both times, you know, you have nerves no matter what, right? It's the biggest fucking stage in the world. One of them.
Well, and millions more watching.
Right, streaming
Yeah.
it, watching it. And so what was crazy to me is every time I've stepped on the stage in that environment, when I look back and I see Carlos Sosa and Fernie and Rollo, and I see Mike and John and Matt, these are all homies of mine that I've played in the biggest rooms and the smallest rooms ever. Yeah. And I know they're all fucking assassins. So it actually, I feel more confident.
Yeah.
Because I know if I do fuck up, I have these fucking warriors, these samurais behind me that each could make the whole place go nuts by doing their own solo. So it feels good in that sense. You feel like you're part of a team, and so
It's like Wemby, dog. It's like Wemby. It's like all the other guys on the perimeter. Like if the guy, we got Wemby back here, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine, dude.
Goats all around. So
and there's like and it's also and it goes back to like having that like level of depth of experience with those guys because you've been playing with them for so long, and there's that trust there that's where you know that confidence,
the trust, the chemistry. And just the camaraderie, like these are all my homies, like for real. So it's like it's the greatest thing because it's like you're getting to do this with your friends, and it's like this is, and we live, like we made it. We
you
made
have
it.
that familiarity with
you
each
know?
other, and like you don't feel like it's a fresh new experience to the like you know the total degree at least. You're there with your friends.
Exactly.
That's the real motivator.
And some of these scenarios have played out in different places. You know, like I've gotten to rock Hollywood Bowl with Gary Clark and the whole band in that space as well are also good friends. So it's like anytime you step in these insane environments, I feel good because I know I have Austin with me. I have my people with me that I grew up with and really like carved my skill out. And like we got our shit down, bro. Like when I'm with them or if I'm with my homie Buck Rogers, who's an amazing DJ, like I feel confident enough to go up against any fucking buddy compared to any artist. But we can open up for anybody on stage. We're still gonna get our fucking moment and blow the roof off that shit. And so, it's fun.
Well, it's in the ownership, bro, and like it's honestly, bro, like just the way you move. It's like there's the calm, cool, collected tightness
Yeah,
factor to me, where it's like while the stage is big, it's still just a stage.
So I'm going to share this with you because this lady pointed some shit out to me this week, and it had me reflecting. But people tell me I have a totally different personality when I'm on stage versus when I'm off stage, and I guess I agree. But this one lady in particular, my friends came in town from LA. There was a whole LA roster of comedians and artists, and we did this little variety show that she normally does in Los Angeles called Smiles Variety Show. And it's with my good friend Gabe as well, who's an amazing actor. He's on like The Last of Us, and he's done all kinds of shit, Terminator, et cetera, et cetera. But we all came together to do this show. But here's the point I want to bring up to you. There's some lady, I don't know who the hell she is, but she came up to me afterwards. She was like, "You did amazing." She was like, "But you look so angry the rest of the time." Because I was like walking around like queuing up audio for different people. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, do I have RBF? And then she just, I kept running into her afterwards. And she was just like, you got to smile. And I was just like, what? Am I an angry, detached person? Am I that different from my character on stage? But I guess there's a point in that. I don't know, man. I think.
Well, and I think also, though, that your stage presence and persona, it's always going to be an exaggerated version of you.
Right.
I think, because I've seen guys like that, like in stand-up world, and I'm sure you have too.
Yeah.
Where like they're who they are on stage, and it's like a outgoing, boisterous type individual,
and then
quiet like. Like Hannibal Buress, bro. That dude is like, I hung out with him a couple times, and he's just fucking quiet.
Right.
It's probably because there's like a bunch of white dudes, but still.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great point. Honestly, I think there's a lot of comparisons between musicians and comedians. Like, we all deal with the same type of environments, and I think we all have the same patterns.
Yeah.
Because some of you motherfuckers are dark.
Oh.
And so are my musician friends.
Bro. Well, and like,
it's the artist mindset, dude. It's the places you go, the dark crevices.
Yeah, but it's also like you got to earn your keep every day. Like you step on the stage and that's your moment to reset or potentially grasp at something that could become a bigger opportunity. And so you train up and you get ready for it. But you also, we bomb sometimes, right?
Yeah.
The shit doesn't always hit, doesn't always land.
Yep.
And so you have to be able to face a shit ton of rejection to get the W,
Yeah. Well, it's like, and then you learn how to allocate your fucks properly because ultimately...
You always got to have an eye on your fuck budget, for sure.
Yeah. You can't get hung up on
you
shit,
got a
bro.
surplus of fucks, dog.
Yeah, you got to have them, bro.
Sometimes you got to get a loan of fucks.
You got to have the
you got to reallocate your fucks.
The extendo clip of no fucks,
But it's like, I think that's the thing with like performance and being a performer.
Yeah.
And the gallery's always going to have, and I've said this before with like Uncle Roy and Spice were here. Like, everything's going to have a comments. Yeah, they are great.
They're super fun.
Everything has a comment section now. Like the whole world is a comment section.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everybody has an opinion. That's changed, I think, a lot of the way that entertainment is consumed. And then it's also changed artists, right? Because we have this different perspective on fuck. Like,
do you think that it's led to more pandering type stuff?
I don't know if I'd say it's led to more pandering, but everybody has an opinion.
Yeah.
And they feel comfortable to share that shit behind a phone or a keyboard.
See, and not everybody has that depth of experience. It's like, if I say some shit, it's like I've gone on stage 1,000 times and done tested these ideas out in front of people and gotten reaction, or in many cases not gotten reaction. And, so there's like you said, it's the same vibe where it's like the performers out there actually in the arena. Right. You're the critic on the sidelines saying some shit. We're in the arena.
Right. Right. Bring your ass down here. Put a sword in your hand.
Bro.
Let's see what's popping.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridian.
One of my favorite quotes about that is the person who says that it should not be done should not interrupt the person doing it.
Hey, great. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great quote, man. I mean, this shit is not easy, but I think the format of media consumption now and how people can provide their opinion so easily has definitely shifted that space where maybe they would have shut the fuck up before, and now they just feel comfortable. Like, boom, it's on. So
because there's a platform for it, like that eggs on people's feeling like they have to have an opinion on everything.
There's like a platform within the platform. The platform is let me post something, but then I have homies that just go to the comments.
Yeah,
like they just live in the comment section. That's where the shit pops off.
Well, like you go on places like Reddit, it's like oftentimes the gold is in the comments. It's like the real.
It's the discussion that's happening down there.
Yeah, me running to the comments. Because it's like you know somebody's gonna have some smarmy ass shit to say.
Always.
And it's like, and it is in that way, it's democratic in terms of like upvoting and stuff. It's like, but also a lot of it like algorithmically, if you get in early on a thread that ends up, you know, you might end up, because
But then there's also like the dogpiling effect, because like if there's 3 negative comments and no positive ones,
Right.
everyone's gonna jump, like, because if you're the outlier saying a good
sort
thing,
by controversial.
you know? Yeah, sort by controversial. Yeah.
That would be a great podcast name.
sort
dude.
by that'd be a good one.
Dude, I make up. I should be like. That's a sketch too for a guy that's a band namer. He's just that's his whole thing. Is he's a band. He gets them from like bathroom stalls.
Had like 3 best-selling books.
And then just
band
everybody finds
names.
out they was just getting them off of bathroom stalls, dude.
It's like fucking rip off.
Bro.
I saw that at 7-Eleven.
No, but like the controversial aspect, it's like also, it also depends on the platform. Because I think like I don't think controversial works as well on like an Instagram, but I think it can do better on like YouTube or you know somewhere else like where.
Yeah, I mean, I've had different
different
experiences on different platforms, and I'm sure everybody does based on the type of stuff that they're putting out or moving around.
Yeah.
I've actually found YouTube to be a really dope place for the type of content I put up there. It's been like a crazy cool community, but it's also like these weird lo-fi hip hop producers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's I'm not in the right wing or the left wing space doing this or that. You know, like I'm like, hey, this is music. This is how I make it. If you guys want to learn, follow. And
It's
and so there's
among
good
the people who are actively looking for that stuff. It's
Yeah.
not like you're posting it to like this big ocean and seeing, you know.
No,
what
it's just
picks
kind of
up.
like a walled community, which has been dope, you know, versus other places, right? Like if you want the toxicity, you know where to go and what to say. And,
Definitely.
Yeah, it's called the Kill Tony subreddit.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I haven't read it, but I've
last
heard.
time I went in guns blazing though, and nobody talks shit. I'm like, this is what you have to do. You have to.
You have to preemptively defend yourself.
Well,
Yeah,
you just like
yeah.
you little fuck faces. I know you're gonna have some smarmy comments. Fucking
Yeah.
here's the thing though. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. It's like putting it out there. Like even like when I was on Kill Tony, bro, and it was not good. But it's like, man, like did I not stand there and fucking? Because I'm like I. That's the thing is like I saw it. I saw a bigger picture
Right.
in the moment. I knew in the moment I was the joke, but
Right.
the bigger picture was that it was one set with like I started out not like addressing them at first just because nerves and
Sure,
I'm used to going on a stage and being the only person on the stage when I'm doing my jokes.
Right.
So it's just a whole and then
It's
it
a
was like
completely different
and so I could
context
understand
to do a
what
set.
went wrong, how it could have gone better, and
Sure.
what you know. And so, but to me, and it's like this whole thing where it's like you just face it up, dude, and it's like
Yeah.
that's where you find the growth.
I told this to a friend of mine who isn't a fan of the Kill Tony universe, you know, for her own beliefs and reasons. But I told her, I was like, look, there's not any other platforms in entertainment that I know of where people who are striving to become bigger artists or elevate their career can actively go to on a regular basis and get a shot, right? And you are putting yourself up against a firing squad if they don't fuck with you, right? Or if you bomb or whatever, which happens to everybody. But again, I mean, I challenge anybody here, like, can you name another platform or another space that does that? And like Shark Tank doesn't count because that's like business ideas.
Yeah,
but
it's
like,
the Shark Tank of the comedy world.
right,
in a
right. It's like,
way.
where can the artists go from 0 to 100 and get all these eyeballs on them? He's been the only one to offer that opportunity up, you know? So
Yeah, it's true, man. And it's like, it's interesting also, bro, how if you look at the trajectory of the show, when like Carlos and everything locked in and John, because I think John was there first and then.
Yep. Yeah, and then Carlos and all the guys came
we
get
talked to
blind.
Paul Deemer. He had been there and then
Yep.
he left. And but yeah, when it all kind of locked in there, it feels like it's just took off and like
Yeah.
just.
They found the right combination of, you know, players and like tone for the show. Because
Yeah.
if you look back on like early Kill Tony stuff, because I haven't been a fan of it like its entire lifespan,
Sure.
but I have seen older shows, I've seen
Yeah.
newer shows. There's a lot more
Jeremiah.
like genuine critique that's going on in the earlier shows, along with like roasting and, you know, fun jabbing and stuff.
Of course,
because that's
yeah.
just the nature of comedians.
If
But-
I had any critique on the critique I got, it was that it was just it was just a circus at that point.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
wasn't. It wasn't like, hey, I see you've been doing it a while, but hey, you like whatever.
Right.
It's you should quit, and it's like, all right, you say that, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'm too stupid to quit, dude. That's my problem. You know what I mean? But it's like,
Don't know when to stop.
If that's the thing that made you quit, then you weren't supposed to do the shit, bro.
Right. 100%.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know, like it is, like you said, this is a trial by fire, bro. And as much as it might sting when you don't do well in an environment where you wanted to, you got to learn from that shit.
Right.
You got to own it and like know, hey, I can do better next time.
Yeah.
And you know, take whatever steps you need to do. Because like you said,
I
the
mean-
first one you were nervous, and then you said
Yeah.
the second one.
Oh, I was just chilled.
So you had, it was like you had gotten through that first wall
Right.
of it, and now you're like, okay.
Yeah, I think in a lot of ways, having somebody give you a raw assessment of what they think about you're doing, even if they're being exaggerated with it, if they're giving you that direct answer, I think that saves a lot of time, and it's also like this blessing in disguise, because in music that doesn't happen. In music, everybody says you're the shit. They blow smoke up your ass. Oh, this is great. This is great.
Yeah.
This is fine. This is perfect. This is gonna be. And then
like you're the next best big thing.
yeah, and then you
know?
leave the room and they're like, "This shit's trash, bro." I mean, I've seen this, and I'm sure it's happened to me.
A lot of
And-
behind closed door talks.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, in the platform of like Kill Tony, they tell you what the fuck they think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's their opinion, and they could be wrong, they could be right, could be whatever. But at least you're getting a fair explanation from their perspective of like where you are, where you could be, where you're not. And then that just paints a target for what you should work on. You're like, all right, bet. Like, I'm going to drill down harder on this, or I'm going to get better at crowd work, or whatever the fuck it is, you know?
That's
Yeah.
where people who don't take criticism well, especially as a comedian, I feel like they could learn from.
Yeah.
Being able to, you know, take the critique and appreciate the honesty in it.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you're being told, like, you're the shit your entire life, like, all of a sudden
doesn't
when
help.
someone tells you that you're not, that hits a lot harder.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, you just don't want yes men around you. It just slows your process, your evolution. And, you know, if you want to be one of the greatest, like, you have to get knocked the fuck down.
Yeah.
That's
Period.
something I think
Everyone's got
yeah.
a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah.
That's what I think Conan did really well, or still does really well, is he doesn't surround himself with like those yes men, and
Right.
like it's people who will actively call him on his shit, and
Yeah.
even like, you know, get in, you know, fights with him just over
Yeah.
like not feeling like what he says goes.
Yeah, I think also if you're just a lover of the craft of comedy or of music, like, you owe it to the art form to take your criticism and do your best to get better and contribute to the bigger picture, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. Now, it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt or sting,
Yeah.
because sometimes you're like, what the fuck?
And there is sometimes where, you know, things are masked as constructive criticism, but really they're
Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
there's definitely some
hyperbole.
assholes. There's definitely
Yeah.
some haters and assholes.
For
For
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well then it's like you need them. They're necessary.
Yeah.
It's like, yo dog, my name's in your mouth.
Yeah.
So what does that say about you? Because you're talking about me. I ain't talking about you.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like, to me, it's like the negative, like whatever it is, it's like you have to like own the shit you're doing.
Right.
And I say this, one of my kind of like mantras is like, you know, just know the hills you're willing to die, you're going to die on.
Right.
Like what if there's a certain thing, and I have, you know, we all have them, whatever
Right.
those things are, and just move that way where you're like, no, this is, I don't like, because the thing about like opinions and like public, you know, different like, you know, trends in society that occur.
Right.
They're like different tides coming in and out and shit. You got to just be that fucking.
Yeah, you got to
You know.
stick to your shit, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, here's one hill I die on. Wham's Last Christmas is not a Christmas classic. That shit came out in like the 1980s. I had an argument with my homie the other day, and I said, "Listen, that shit is not a classic. It needs to be 19
That's
like
George Michael, right?
1930s. He wrote it. 1930s through like 1970s classics.
yeah.
And all this
Bro.
other shit. I put Wham with Mariah Carey and all that other shit.
Dude,
This is my-
you know what I talk?
Spotify agrees, by the way.
Dude, how
Even though
much
they're
fucking
assholes.
money? Can we let's Google
Sometimes
this.
they get it right.
Google how much money does Mariah Carey make in December? Because it's got to be a fucking
Gotta be
ton, dude.
ridiculous.
Dude, a
Shit,
ton.
I
Yeah.
can't like
Every department
if
store.
all I Want for Christmas for You was ever a good song.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it ever was,
Well-
I forgot because I
Here's the crazy thing is, you know, we take it as like this-
Jesus.
Wow.
Fucking that's in a
Annually.
month, dude. That's a month.
Wow.
for that one song.
That's
Every
beautiful.
time I hear it, I hear cha-ching.
And that's for the rest of her life. Here's the thing, bro. It's Christmas is obviously huge in America, right? In Japan, it is bigger. Christmas is bigger in Japan.
Interesting.
And I was there on a trip, and they were already setting up the trees, and they were already playing Mariah Carey in November. So she's making bread.
They were
bread,
already
bro.
feeding that bank account,
she's
bro.
making bread.
And
Bro.
they eat KFC too. They
do. They do. They have a Christmas. They have a Christmas bucket.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had Joel
Legendary.
Turcotte. Joel Turcotte said Tokyo's like the safest fucking city
It is.
anywhere, bro.
It
And,
is.
and it's also the most populated in the world, which is
unless you get
fucking crazy.
stuck in Shinjuku Station, that is the most confusing fucking train station in the world. Period. It took me
Shinjuku.
30 minutes to exit that bitch, bro.
fucking shit.
Damn.
30
Like
minutes
after
to
you
exit.
got off.
Don't go to
Yes.
Damn.
Shinjuku.
It is insane.
Dude,
But-
but yeah, no, it's crazy though that like a city like that populated could be that safe. But I had no
Bro,
idea they
it's
were so
super safe. There's no trash. I mean, think about it, bro. They fucking someone bumps into you. They're like, "I'm sorry." I'm sorry. Like, there's no drama there, bro.
well, and
Is-
it's like a
yeah.
collect. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is public transport there as
huge.
like? Is it as
It's
like,
clean. It's-
cramped though? Because I've heard things about
Yes.
it being super.
Yes, but
over,
it depends on
overly
what time,
dense.
right?
Okay.
So if it's like people are getting out of school or university, or people are getting out of work, it's fucking packed. It's crazy. But any other time you're moving around, it's pretty clear.
And I've even heard things of there being like separate cars for like men and women because of.
I didn't experience that. There might
issues.
be, but I didn't experience that. Yeah.
Some issues.
There's definitely
I've heard
some
of.
trains that are like VIP seating you can purchase and get, especially like on the bullet train. And there's like, there's different types. I'm not an expert on the trains, but I rode them a bunch when I was there. And,
Yeah.
Did you
That's
go to
fucking cool.
Fuji?
no, but I saw it unexpectedly. Yeah, we were
Fuji.
on the bullet train, looked out the fucking window.
Yeah.
And
That's dope.
it was fucking crazy, bro.
I've been watching a lot of mountaineering documentaries lately.
Oh,
for
yeah.
some
Trying to
reason.
climb some mountains.
You a high
I just
altitude
find it
man.
interesting when to see like explore like people that do these types of things. It's
Right.
crazy.
It is crazy.
They'll
It's
be on a
crazy-
wall for
it's
like
crazy that
a
you're
month.
that you do comedy and you're like, I already risked my life, but now I want to climb mountains.
I don't want to climb. I just want to watch the documentary.
Okay.
Right.
We're going to Everest in February.
Dude. No, Everest, but Everest now is like not even. It's like
It's a tourist.
It's-
It's a tourist.
Yeah,
mountain.
it's some bitch shit.
Yeah, it's some bitch shit. You climb Mount Everest? Fuck you.
That's hilarious, bro.
dude. Hey, man, it's definitely one of those things that like just to be able to say, oh, I literally have been on the top of the tallest.
I mean, that would be crazy, bro.
Dude, I bet those Sherpas make tons of money.
They also
I'm sure.
die
Maybe,
a
hopefully.
lot,
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, fuck that, bro. I'm curious how many black people try to climb the shit. I'm gonna say close
I'm
to
gonna
zero.
say in the single
You can
digits
Google
for
anything.
sure.
How many
Yeah.
black people have summited Everest,
Yeah.
dude?
I don't think we're trying that at all, bro.
How many black
But
people
let's
live
see.
in
Let's
Japan?
see.
Have one survived. Jesus Christ. Have climbed Mount Everest. There we go.
10,
10,
around 10. Damn.
bro.
Before
crazy.
2022, apparently there was a big old expedition then.
I wonder if they all went together.
Summited. So there's probably been more black climbers, but a lot of people don't summit. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
That's
what the
crazy.
percentage of Google the percentage of people that climb Everest that actually summit.
Yeah, I'd be
Here's
curious
what
about that.
I think should become a law. If you can summit Everest, and let's say you had like a jail sentence of 10 years, it should just clear the sentence.
Yeah. But what
either
if you
serve 10
don't
years-
summit though?
Yeah.
What
Well, you
happens?
die.
Yeah.
You die. You know?
It's like you gotta
Just
stay. You gotta
you have
stay
to
up
stay
there,
on the
yeah.
mountain until you get to the fucking top, or you die.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's all you have to get to the top.
Yeah, that shit is insane, bro.
I mean, there's got to be. These are successful. Okay, so
60,
that's actually
70%.
way
Okay.
higher than I would have thought. I would have thought it would be like 50 at best.
But fuck that. How many people die? Let's look at that.
Bro, well, 1 in 4, 1 in 3. What does
Yeah,
it say?
I'm
1 in 4?
good, bro. I'm not trying to be
I mean,
that.
25%. Yeah, that just tells you that no matter, even at it's
that.
popular now, it's still how
difficult. Yeah.
How many activities can you do that have a higher, like that people
Shit, I don't know.
people do? Like I mean,
Fucking tight roping over a volcano.
bro, dude,
Yeah.
pilots, like, dude,
I mean, look, it's. I'm sure it feels amazing to be on top of that shit, but
bro.
I'll just put on some VR goggles. I'm good, bro.
Yeah. And I don't need to be that cold.
Nah,
No.
fuck all that.
Apparently, too, it's really trashy at the top now because of how many people have gone up there
Really?
and just leave their shit, and it doesn't go anywhere
That's crazy.
because there's no oxygen in the air, like nothing for it to like decompose into.
Right, right.
Yeah. Can you pull up a picture of the top of Mount Everest?
The highest though, like if you talk about like base to summit, Denali is actually, or McKinley or whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
is like just in sheer terms of like how much
from sea
how much
level,
distance
or-
you're covering.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when you get to base camp at Everest, you're already at like 17,000
Yeah.
feet or some
Right.
shit. You know, like you're
already up there.
You're already halfway to that. Whereas it's like almost a sheer straight like 20,000 vertical feet for Denali.
Verticality. We'll
Yeah,
go with
so
that.
it's like incredibly prominent
Whoa,
because
look at
it's
that
just
trash, yo. That's fucked up.
that is fucking wild.
Yeah,
dude.
that's
What the
top
fuck?
of,
I thought you were. I
I
thought
was-
you were.
I was
gonna
not
say that,
blowing
I'm like,
smoke, yeah.
That's
bro,
crazy.
God damn it,
I'm gonna have to hit a vape to that. Can I?
bro. Dude,
Vape to that.
fucking
That's
shit.
terrible, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine
Can't,
you
that's
gotta
why we
climb-
can't have nice things, dude.
Imagine being the trash man at Mount Everest. You gotta climb up this bitch again.
Yo,
I imagine like
send
like
send 'em up
wealthy
the mountain.
tourists going up there and being like, "Where's
They're
the
gonna,
trash
you know,
can?"
they're gonna send a fucking Sherpa to do it, bro. They're not gonna. They're gonna make some Sherpa.
All right, here's a question,
sad
bro.
motherfucker.
Oh, is this the map of dead bodies?
Oh, that's
You-
a lot.
whoa.
That's a lot of dead.
That's
motherfuckers.
crazy,
Man, the mountain near the top too is pretty crazy.
bro. So if you summit this shit, say you decided to do this, you summited it. What are you yelling at the top of the peak?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna tell you.
I
what
don't want to just go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm yelling. I don't even actually know what it means, but my homie who works with me and Buck for Jumping Planets, we were on a call one day, and he just kept going, "Booyah that bitch," and I still don't actually know what it means. Maybe we can look it up. Booyah I think it's like a New Orleans term or some shit. I don't know, but I think that's what I would yell because it feels good to yell that,
Bro.
Booyah that bitch. Shout out to
Dude, I'm
Cole.
like-
Oh, yeah, okay. What does it mean? I hope it's not some weird.
French.
Oh,
It's a fish stew.
there you go. It's fish stew. This bitch. Let's get it.
Let's bouillabaisse this shit.
Bouillabaisse that bitch.
Bouillabaisse.
Dude,
I like that.
That's like
$80 soup.
Damn.
Damn, that is-
Bougie bays.
bouillabaisse,
What would you yell out?
bro. That's so hard to say, dude. I'm like,
You're like, fuck
I
you,
want to.
Tammy.
I want to do something dumb though, dude. Like just fucking. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Suck my dick, Tenzing Norgay.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
Dude.
go.
I just
like
want to be
that
like
one.
hard in the paint, dude.
That'd be good. That'd
Hard
be
in the paint, dude. That's just like some sports reference. Is like,
Okay.
but like blue
Just-
42.
good. You just get to the
what,
top, you just go, and one.
dude, he's heating up, dude, or fucking NBA Jam style,
sick.
bro.
I'm
Boom,
with that.
boom,
Let's go.
shakalaka, goal.
Listen, I guarantee everybody who's been to the top of shit, they yell out something.
I'm sure they
Oh,
do.
Most people probably just yell, but there's definitely some phrases.
Do some Forrest Gump, like I think I'll go home now.
And then immediately afterwards, you think about, oh fuck, did I just kill someone with an avalanche?
Bro,
Yeah.
This could happen.
that
little,
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's like one of those things too. Like you're like in a life where you would be like moments where
Right.
it should be something
Epic.
You would think like
We
Neil
did it,
Armstrong.
yes.
You know what though? Everybody, we all know what Neil Armstrong's first words were. What were Buzz Aldrin's?
Fuck, I don't know.
Did he have any? Did anybody care?
I don't think anybody cares. Whoever's
You know what's crazy
first.
about Buzz Aldrin, dude? He after the Apollo missions ended up selling used cars.
Really?
Yeah, fucking goddamn American hero, dude.
Man, you know what? If he would have done that shit when social media was around, he'd probably be balling.
Bro,
Oh, yeah.
like that dude. Bro,
He'd be balling.
I just want to. I would like that's.
Was
that's
it called
crazy?
Buzz's Beaters?
Like,
That's pretty good.
dude, but it wasn't. That's the crazy thing. It wasn't even new cars, dude. It was used. Like, because I
That's
googled
crazy,
it.
bro.
That's where the money's at.
Did astronauts get retirement plan? Do they get fucking
Is it?
401ks
I'm sure
for
they
astronauts?
Bro.
it's like some presidential level shit of like you got like escorts around.
Yeah, you got to
know.
get something, bro. The amount of like radiation you're exposing your
Bro.
fucking body to up there.
They're like,
too,
Buzz,
bro.
can you drive a stick shift? He's like, oh, the lunar lander was.
Yeah,
Wasn't necessarily automatic. Yeah.
that's crazy.
That joke is technically not accurate because the lunar lander wasn't there on that mission. Just already fact check
Okay,
myself.
Little, yeah.
It's a joke.
important.
They're gonna get you in the comments, Cody, dude. You gotta
That,
careful
but,
with that
like,
shit.
can you imagine though being that him there? Like, fuck, like I'm.
Yeah,
fucking,
that's crazy,
I'm
man.
selling fucking Oldsmobiles, dude.
That's
and
crazy.
I was the goddamn fucking second man on the fucking moon, dude.
Right, so you got to look at the trajectory of both of them,
Bro,
and what did one do versus the
why
other.
was Neil Armstrong so quiet notoriously after? What was it? Because maybe he was lying
I think he probably.
Is it because maybe an honorable man was asked to lie for his country?
That could be it.
Is it maybe that?
Could be
Is
it.
that maybe why at the interviews after, when they were in the press conference, when they should be elated that they just did the greatest scientific thing ever
Right.
and made it back safely?
Crazy,
And
right?
are there. People are excited. And they all look like they just got told they have fucking cancer. You're like, what the...
I've never watched
People,
it, but
like, it's like you don't have to know all the science to read the people.
right.
What? Sorry, I'm like getting all conspiratorial.
Yeah, you're getting lit about it.
He never sold a car.
It is a
Oh,
pod.
really?
We got to exaggerate on the pod.
No one
No,
bought
I
a
didn't
car.
say he owned it. I said he worked at it.
No, I know.
No, but look, he was a terrible salesman and never actually sold a car.
I mean,
That's a fucking sitcom. Buzz
feel
Aldrin
like-
working at the car dealership. That's a
maybe
sitcom.
maybe once you land on the moon, all your serotonin is just drained.
Yeah, I
for
feel
Or
life.
like-
the aliens are like, you're.
Yeah.
here
There's
to-
hard. It's a hard thing to top for
Yeah,
sure.
like what the fuck do you
Yeah.
do after that, bro?
That video of him
It's crazy.
punching that dude was very, very satisfying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I feel like whatever high you get from going to the moon, you want to go back, and they didn't go back.
Well, dude, I mean, that's the thing, bro. It's like, to me, I don't think it's just to say, why can't we go back now? Like,
Yeah.
why the fuck is Elon talking
we
about going to
can.
Mars?
We can.
Why wouldn't we start on the moon? Why
don't
wouldn't
know.
we go learn how to build a world
Right.
off of planet Earth
Right.
sustainably? On the moon, learn how to do
There's
it there.
several
Practice
conspiracies.
there, where we're close enough that if some shit goes down,
Look at that facial
help can
expression.
maybe be there. Why? But like these are reasonable questions, right?
I
so
think
why?
I think the surface of the moon is very finely powdered cocaine, and so
and if you cut it,
and anybody leaving the moon, just like why? So this
Like,
is
oh fuck.
yeah. I mean that face tells you he's lit, bro. He's lit up,
bro.
Yeah, it was just a huge calm down. I don't know,
Dude,
but
just know you can never fall from the moon. He like Buzz Aldrin did,
yeah.
bro.
That's
Well,
crazy,
to answer
bro.
your question as to why we haven't gone back, it's a bit of a been there, done that shit.
No,
That's
but
what
I'm
they
saying
say.
like
That's what they say.
we're talking about colonizing Mars. Why wouldn't
Not
we?
we. I'm not talking about
And
colonizing.
there's like plenty of scientific things to be found on the moon. I'm sure still. Yeah.
I think when we say we, you have to put it in context. I think the billionaires are talking
Well,
about colonize Mars.
But I mean, like,
and they don't consider us part of their we. So
it's just like the priorities are like all
yeah.
out
Yeah.
of whack.
It was
Yeah.
it was also so tied to the Cold War and like beating the Russians. Like that was such a huge drive as to why.
Yeah,
we-
like
And
how
like, there's like a lot of fucking radiation in space, dude.
tons.
Yeah.
yeah.
A
How are
lot.
we gonna terraform Mars before we find out who killed Tupac? Come on, man.
We already know
I
the
need some
answer. We know
answers.
the answer
Yeah,
to that.
well,
Well, we know who
don't say
ordered
it out loud.
We know who ordered it.
You get some flowers
I
sent to
mean,
your house. or something.
you're fine to hate now,
Yeah.
dude.
I do not want to kill myself. I'm not suicidal.
Yeah. You're gonna go home to a package of flowers and baby oil, bro. You've been warned.
Yeah.
Bro, oh man, dude, yeah. Honestly, though, what? How do you feel about that with like 50 and like just the way he's
I think it's hilarious. Dude.
he's just a big troll,
Name
bro.
a better troll,
He's
bro.
a fucking great troll, dude.
50 is
Uh,
not only a phenomenal rapper, but also a great
Yeah.
comedian. Like he knows timing.
Bro, it's just like
He's funny.
He's hilarious.
give a
However, I
fuck.
will say everything he's done, I think, has been amazing. However, I did see the previews for this new Street Fighter movie, and he's in.
Is he in it?
He's in it, and it looks
Isn't
fucking
Schultz in it?
terrible.
Is
Yes,
Schultz in it?
Yes.
Who is Schultz playing?
I think he plays Vega. Does he
No.
play
Vega?
Vega, or he
He-
play? No, he plays.
I was like, he could be
Gaio.
Vega.
Gaio, I think.
Well, dude, he can't be Guile, bro. He
might.
doesn't look like Guile.
Let's see.
Vega, maybe.
That's the thing, is, bro. When they cast some of these,
Yo,
people in these
Jean-Claude
roles, they
Van
don't
Damme,
really
dog.
fit the-
He could
the
probably
mold.
still do the splits.
Who is he? Who is he playing?
Dan-
is he in
Dan
Bison? I think he's
Hibiki.
in Bison.
He's playing in Bison?
I think so.
No, it's Dan Himbiki.
Wait,
Who the fuck is that?
No,
Plays
no,
some-
that's not who
like
he's
a
playing.
side character.
It's this guy.
Oh, no
Oh.
shit. All right, that's
So-
fine.
What? Who
Some
is
new
that?
guy.
Who? Dan Hibiki? That's a guy. Bro,
I've never played a character, but
yo,
look up 50 though, and you'll see who is.
Yo,
He's the
boxer.
that ain't Street
yeah.
Fighter. Where's Dalsim? Fucking
I think
Blanca.
he's on there. Blanca's on there.
Dude, fucking,
So like all the mainstay characters, there's 50. Bro.
oh, he's Balrog.
yes, but look at his haircut,
Oh,
bro. They did my boy dirty,
Oh,
bro.
that's not
bro.
good.
Jason Momoa was at Sea-Boys. That was fucking hilarious.
Was he?
I could
Yeah.
see him in a Street Fighter movie.
Wearing his fucking hamburger ass pants, dude.
That's funny, dude. The Burning Man starter kit pants.
Dude, fucking PJs.
That's
bro,
crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
that is hilarious. That fucking hair is fucking
Yeah.
great,
So anyhow,
dude.
there you go. Otherwise, he doesn't miss. But I don't know about this one. We'll
God
see.
damn it, dude. Hollywood has no fucking new ideas, bro.
No, it's just rehashing old properties. Like I've always been more of a Mortal Kombat guy, you know, not as much.
I like
Street
the last
Fighter.
Mortal Kombat film.
I actually haven't seen any of the movies, but the game.
The first ones are terrible, but you know they still have their place in your heart. But the last one was dope. The game, however, I think has been kind of falling off. I don't know. I haven't played the newest ones, but
I remember as a kid, me and my buddies would always look up like compilations on YouTube of like all the
Fatalities
all the
and shit,
fatalities,
yeah.
like before we were old enough to get into horror movies
I love
and
that
shit.
shit, bro.
And that scratched the itch for me.
Yeah.
Dude, they got creative with it.
Fuck yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah.
They had babalities, friendships, fatalities,
Brutalities.
Yeah,
Yeah, those were always the best because
Yeah.
like that definitely preempted me into getting to the Saw franchise.
Yeah, that's funny, dude.
Saw, dude.
Saw, dude.
bro.
Saw, dude.
Horror, like is the same thing. Like even like, dude, Get Out was fucking great, and then
Get Out ruled.
Yeah.
He's had a couple like misses for me anyway.
What's
I
the-
didn't see Us or Nope, which were the two.
Nope,
I like Nope.
Nope was good, but
It was weird,
I was,
but I liked it.
yeah,
I liked it. I like the side stories that were happening in Nope, like the monkey that was
Yeah.
like murdering people. That shit was cool.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, that shit was cool.
Oh,
I mean, the
man, dude.
the alien
Have you
portion.
not seen
I
Nope?
haven't seen Nope.
Oh.
no.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away then, but
I mean,
the-
it's a couple years old. I think you're all right.
Okay, well,
Spoiler alert
I
if
don't
you
even
haven't
know
seen
that
Nope.
the answers were all like really all the way put out there, but there's this little sub story with this like monkey that murders his
Well,
family on TV, which was dope. Like that was cool.
That's pretty dope.
Glenn from The Walking Dead, right?
Yep.
Glenn. That dude, Stephen Young.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, the guy
Whatever.
who got his head bashed in.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Yep.
That was
Yeah,
also
so he
that was a moment.
owns
That was a
this
moment.
like amusement park next to the ranch that the characters, like the main characters, live at.
Mm.
And so his story of him getting there, he was a kid actor.
Yep.
And so as
Only
the movie
survivor,
progresses, it goes flashbacks. And like when you do that effectively, and I thought they did a pretty good job of it actually.
it was good, yeah.
Yeah. But like it's like Signs, right? Right? Like when you watch Signs, like there's a story in the flashbacks that you don't know the full story until
Yeah, it's like
the
piecing
end,
it together.
and then it all comes together, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but like with the one there, it's this like a chimp that was a chimp actor.
Yeah.
And
live studio audience.
yeah,
you know.
and I feel like maybe this actually, I don't know if that specific thing has happened, but chimps have
know.
certainly attacked humans. It's
Oh,
not unheard
yeah,
of that chimps have
100%.
killed people.
They have
How
murdered.
many? Can you Google that? Like how many people? So
They go straight for your fingers and your
yeah.
face.
So,
and your dick.
and your dick, yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
and so the balloon pops, and this chimp just murders.
Goes crazy.
So it's murdering everybody, bro. And it's
That's what, bro. I just don't get that shit. There is this new movie that I keep seeing a trailer for when I went to go see. I don't know, whatever last scary movie I saw, and it's the same shit, bro. But it's like these rich ass white people. It's always rich ass white people.
Always.
They
Yeah.
got a pet monkey that they grew up with.
Yeah.
And they have a party. And something happens, the monkey snaps, and then he's just murdering them.
Yeah.
And that's
or
the
at
whole movie.
least tearing
Yeah,
their
that's the whole
face off,
movie.
dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's
Dude,
funny is
that's
my-
more. It's more common that chimps tear people's faces off and stuff, dude. Or they
Definitely.
rip your balls off.
Yeah,
Or they
it's
do.
also common that white people buy dumb animals sometimes.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Stick to the dogs, guys.
100%.
You don't need
accurate.
the exotic animals.
Yes. Dude, no, but chimps are, but so like
Dude, a chimp
they're
will
another,
fuck you up.
and we're like
Jesus.
very closely related. Gorillas are very, humans can actually get close to gorillas. I don't know about chimps in the wild. It's a lot more
I'm not fucking with any of these
iffy.
things, bro.
But you know what? Who doesn't attack? Fucking orcas, dude.
Orcas?
I was just watching a video, killer whales. People like, dude, people
they
like
don't
these
attack
dudes
people?
just
They don't
literally
attack.
jumped in with these killer whales and were
Yeah,
swimming
yeah.
with them.
Yeah, they
Bro,
like people.
Yeah, but isn't it wild because they're literally and like chimps theoretically should be like understanding of enough.
Well,
how much intelligence do orcas have to like
They're
not?
highly intelligent. I
Because
don't know
they'll
if they're
attack
on
other
the same
mammals.
level.
They kill other mammals.
They
do.
kill them. They kill them. I think in defense, and sometimes for fun they fuck up
Yeah,
seals.
that's what I'm saying.
Same
But
thing
they
with-
don't do that.
yeah.
They could totally
Yeah, but
do
you
that
know,
to us.
listen,
Yeah.
bro.
Unless you lock them in a water prison.
Let me just say this.
And then they do.
Let me just say this.
But you
Fuck
gotta
seals,
get that.
bro. Fuck a seal.
Oh,
seals.
bro.
There's a bunch of them, and they bark, and they're scary, and they're annoying.
Bro.
And they're not scary alone, but if you ever go, I've been somewhere in California. You've probably seen this too, bro. There's certain areas you go to, and these motherfuckers just congregate on like where
on
you
the
get on your
rocks.
boat or whatever. Yeah, or on a boat or a small area. And they're assholes, bro.
They're like,
and the smell.
They're-
They're fucking assholes.
Bro, I used to work at
Sorry,
SeaWorld,
Seal
dog. No,
lovers.
I used to work at
On their own,
Dude,
they're cute.
I'm glad you said
yeah.
that because you just reminded me. I was at Half Step, and I think I was there for like seeing like Mac and Michael Hale
Sure,
on Tuesday
yeah,
or
yeah.
something. And I met this girl, and we were like vibing and whatnot. And then she like walked away to like go talk to her friend for a minute.
Okay.
And this other guy comes up, he's trying to like chat his game, and like she's like, like, so I go over. And this guy pulls his phone out. He's like, "Hey, check out these like sea lions." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Look at this." It's like my sister works with them, and he's like showing me this shit. Right? I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, "Look at these." And there's like these bells, and they're like, I guess, rigs that they drop, and they send them down. And I was
train
like,
them to do shit.
yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
so they like work for the Navy? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, so they're Navy SEALs.
That's funny. It's a good one, actually.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
Oh, he
He did not
He
like
was a
that.
hater.
I think
that was a hater.
That was a hater. I think when I look at the ocean and I ask myself, what animal life do I want to be an ally? I want to be an orca or a great white or a dolphin. Seal's not
Yeah.
on the fucking list, bro.
Bro.
I'll take
Dolphins
a box
are
of jellyfish.
one- yeah.
I'll take a box of jellyfish over a
Bro.
seal.
Dude,
Dolphins are one you want on your side.
For sure.
'cause they will.
unless they're
dope.
trying to
fuck
fucking
other
they might try to
people
fuck you too.
Yeah, they will try to fuck you.
They will try and fuck you.
Bro, but that one dolphin that worked for NASA, because and then like the lady had to jerk it off. Just
Yeah,
to
I was
get
just
it.
about to bring that up. I was going to
Just
say
get it to like you know, hey, get some post nut clarity.
it was the only
Sweet
way that they
crazy.
could
I'm serious,
get the
yeah.
dolphin to do what they were trying to get it to do. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
let's
well,
just fucking
hilarious.
jerk it
and
a little
then
bit.
and then she left because they like ran out of money, and then the dolphin killed itself.
What is her job
story.
title? What does it say on her resume?
She was
Dolphin
a
pleasurer.
No, that was her backup thing. It was mainly she was trying to teach it. They were trying to like establish communication, or like at least like if they could like figure out ways to communicate.
Oh yeah,
certain
they were
things.
obsessed with trying to like.
It was like trying to
establish
learn
a
how to communicate
communication,
with them, like
between humans.
Because obviously, like dolphins and orcas, they communicate with these high level.
Yes, yeah.
Clicking,
This
and
is just
it's-
hilarious.
And they have
bro.
dialects even, like
Yeah,
the
And
different
somebody
ones.
is
And
like,
so
they had a
they're-
meeting.
They thought
They were
that's
like,
the
"How come-
arrogance.
what do we need to do? I don't know.
Let's
Someone
try
needs
to-
to jack this dolphin off.
Yeah. Well,
It's like,
That
hey,
was the-
when his
the
dick's
dolphin,
out,
the
bro.
dolphins are talking to each other. It's like, hey, I bet you I can get
She's
this
like,
lady
I
to jerk
could-
me off.
I could let him keep trying to hump me, or I could just, give Flipper a handy, and then
That's crazy, bro.
yeah, and then
Wow.
then maybe we can learn how to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Can we just talk, dude? It's crazy that's real.
It's crazy
that
that
actually
this
was
is
real.
in the conversation.
That's
Yeah.
I don't know. We got to
We
seals
like
and
to take it every which way.
I didn't think we
Wow.
end up on marine life.
Yeah.
but hey,
You know.
that's podcast.
Marine life is fucking dope.
Marine life is
sick.
dope, bro. You think there's aliens down there?
Yes.
There's probably evidence of aliens down there. There are definitely
Okay.
some alien-like beings that we've
I know
called
you got something for that
native
one.
for
Yeah.
sure.
You always have some fucking crazy conspiracy.
Yeah.
The
It's not a
I believe
conspiracy, but I mean,
I think it is.
No,
It's-
people have seen ships come out.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make sense?
Makes
to
perfect
like
sense.
be in the Mariana Trench, like how
Yeah.
like it's literally the place we'll never like.
It makes the most sense. I mean, it's the most mass, or the most of the Earth is water. It's ocean.
Yeah.
And it's the deepest parts, to your point, of the planet. So I mean, yeah, I'd fucking hide down there.
We've,
Well,
ex-
and
we've
people-
explored more of
people
space
say-
than the ocean.
Yeah.
People
Which is
say
nuts.
extraterrestrial.
We've explored more of the Epstein list than we have the ocean.
Yeah,
Shout out.
that's another thing. Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, bro. But it's one of those things where, if
wait.
there's aliens in the ocean, bro, that's the place they would go. But also extraterrestrials. Was I gonna say, what if they were just original inhabitants of Earth, right?
Sure,
Like
yeah.
Earth is 4.5 billion years
Right,
old.
right.
So who's to say that there couldn't have been a whole world in societies and civilizations that
100%.
existed that only a certain amount of
Yeah.
of them survived or whatever. Maybe there was like a Holocaust or something, nuclear Holocaust, and it's like they
flood.
went in
A
Flood,
underwater.
yeah. You're talking about
Or
Atlantis.
had some,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's like, to me though, that's like,
a real.
but
Possibility.
Atlantis
100%.
is like, but
That's more
aliens.
well, I'm
Or
thinking
this is the abyss.
Yeah.
It's the abyss
Right,
too,
right.
with James Cameron. Yeah, but it's like, to me, that would be like, they're not even necessarily from somewhere else. They
Yeah.
could have been right from here.
Well, we could be from them. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
I think
Exactly.
the theories are definitely endless. I think for me though, as a black person who doesn't like water, which is most of us, it's just another reason
You
to fear the
stereotype
ocean.
you.
It's like
It's
really.
another reason to fear the deep. Motherfucking
It's
alien.
called thalassophobia.
What is that? That's fearing the water.
fear
ocean?
of deep bodies of water.
Yeah, here's the thing, bro. Like, I grew up in Austin, born and raised. So, you know, I've been in water all my life. You know, I've swam Barton Springs. I've fucking wakeboarded on the lakes. But there's something
different about the ocean.
Yeah, there's
man.
something about
Yeah.
being in the ocean and then you like clear one of those plates and the shit drops off and it's just like
You can feel it just.
you feel it get colder. It just feels like it never ends. That shit's scary, bro.
People who free
Give a
dive
fuck.
freak me out.
Yeah.
Like, imagine going down there with no safety net.
Yeah, fuck those
Bro.
people.
Yeah, I mean, tremendously impressive, but god
Yeah.
damn, dude, you are
Overachievers.
losing me.
Yeah, that shit's scary, bro.
My brother dives. He goes all over the fucking world diving.
No shit?
Yeah, dude. And he's like getting into like more into cave diving. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot,
that,
bro.
Cave
bro.
diving?
You're an idiot, dude.
That's even
or,
more
or
terrifying
diving
than
in like
spelunking.
like abandoned silos or and shit. I guess that are like, bro.
Does he jack off dolphins?
When he finds them,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, he doesn't speak to me. I don't know.
No.
I haven't spoken to him forever. He's an asshole. Yeah,
Yeah.
since he started working at Apple, I'm just gonna say it. Fuck
That's
Apple.
funny, dude.
I have
That's
Apple
funny.
products, but he became a douchebag when he started working there.
Is he
anyway,
a genius?
dude, I could be like
An
Tim
Apple
Dillon
genius?
style, just shitting on his family on his podcast.
We're cutting
Yeah.
all the
Dude,
ties here.
No,
Yeah, I just don't have a desire to go dive into the ocean, man. I think I'm good on that. I like to look at the shit. When I lived in LA for that span of like 6 to 7 years, I only went to the beaches maybe 4 or 5 times, and that's if somebody came in town and was like, let's go to the fucking beach.
Yeah, like, you're not gonna really like it. It's not what it looks like on the movie.
my favorite
yeah.
movie monologue of all time is from Jaws.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
You're talking about the was it the USS Iowa or
the USS Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like, it tells a story in the movie about what happened because it was an actual event.
Right.
So obviously he wasn't there, but he was recounting what happened. So, do you know the story about the
I do
Indianapolis?
not.
Oh, okay. Well,
Another reason to be scared of the ocean.
bro,
Let's go.
Yes, 100%, dude. And it's crazy karmically. It's very
Okay.
crazy because the ship that was like sunk that he's talking about he was being on the Indianapolis.
Right.
They had been just delivered the parts for Little Boy, I think,
Okay.
to Tinian Island.
Okay.
For them to assemble into what
Right.
became the bomb.
bomb, yeah.
And so they had literally
Pass it off.
brought the
delivered
bomb
it.
to
Right.
dropped off the bomb. So they carried the karma and so they left
Wow.
that port. And because the mission was so secret, they're like literally weren't even listed when they left port. Like
Right.
it was like, and I don't even think they had an escort. I think it was like crazy, just
Well, it was super secret.
dart across the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they when they were leaving, they were going south or something in like the South China Sea or something. Like,
Yeah.
near like very, very deep water.
Sure.
And a Japanese submarine spotted them, and like 2 torpedoes sunk the fucking big ass battleship in 12 minutes.
Wow.
Bro,
Super quick.
12 fucking minutes. Yeah,
crazy.
You can imagine, like, dude, the Titanic took like almost 3 hours. It's like
Yeah,
12 minute, bro. So like a lot of
mean-
people didn't even make it out of the like hold. They literally just drowned. But like 1,000 men ended up in the
Crazy.
water. And like
And the
sharks, bro, and it took like 4 days for them to be found and rescued, and like and in the movie Jaws, he tells that story,
Right.
And then at the very end, he's like, "Anyway, we delivered the bomb." It's like, bro, it's like the craziest.
One of the greatest monologues in any movie ever.
that's
It's
crazy.
classic
For
Spielberg too, using music as tension builder.
I
as a
think
tension builder.
I like the Christopher Walken monologue where he talks about this kid's dad hiding a gold watch in his ass. What movie is
Pulp
that?
Fiction.
Is that Pulp,
Pulp
Fiction?
Fiction.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious,
Classic.
bro.
Bro, dude,
I wish I could talk like that.
I'm a
fucking guy.
cantaloupe, dude. Fucking True Romance. True, he's great in True
He's
Romance.
great in True Romance. I've seen that.
True
Yeah.
Romance.
I showed you the whitest kid you know
Weird,
sketch,
the Natalie Wood
right?
situation though.
The, on the monologue, the parody of the Jaws monologue, the whitest kid you know.
Oh,
one.
fucking no! Well, I don't know. I saw Charlie Day did it. Everybody's done that because it's like such a
Yeah.
popular monologue,
Yeah.
dude.
The whitest kids one is very good.
Is that the one that was Trevor Moore was whitest kids? You know,
Yeah.
Trevor Moore is a conspiracy dude. Do you know Trevor Moore?
No,
he's
I
a
don't.
comedian
I
that
think maybe if
like
I saw his
fell
face,
off
I
a
would.
balcony.
That's how he said he was
shit.
going to die on Rogan.
Yeah, he even said it's like
Really?
if I like fall off, like he even like said jokingly, it's like, oh, what a dumb way to die.
Oh
It's
shit.
like, and then that happened. Like,
Was he at the freak off?
Self-fulfilling prophecy? I don't know, but he was like talking about some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Going into kids, it's not like a real classroom, but it was like,
Sure.
but it was real kids in the sketch. And he's like talking about I think it was 9/11 being an inside job.
Yeah, and he shows pictures of the Pentagon. And it's like, what does that look like? A missile.
missile.
Huh?
A little
Like to
girl
a
goes,
class
"A
of like
missile," and he goes,
8-year-olds.
Wow, that's funny.
Dude, he was saying some really, no
Crazy
pun
shit,
intended,
yeah.
bombastic shit.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. I'm always a conspiracy nut, though. But, dude,
Conspiracies are fun. They're like fan fiction for real life.
I definitely think there's a class of people that can disappear anyone very easily. So, you know.
Yeah.
you're
People in
being,
black suits.
Yeah.
You're being very naive if you think like that there's not
Yeah.
apparatus that,
Yeah.
like, you don't even want to fathom, like, the kind of things that could. And it's like people just can't live in that world because it's
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
You're like,
Sometimes there's blissful ignorance, you know?
Yeah. I think that's you can elect to do that if you choose, and
well,
you
and
know.
that's
At
where.
some point,
No, it's
yeah.
fine.
At some point, you have to realize, like, okay, like, even it is a conspiracy, so like it's hard to say like for sure this is what's happening.
Right.
But also, like, how much is this really impacting my life?
Yeah.
Like, is this something that's a day-to-day
Can
thing?
I change it or can I?
Can I
alter
influence
Yeah.
it? Yeah, and just being able to appreciate it as almost just like a fun thing,
Right.
Like not putting any real weight into
That's,
it.
that's how I feel with like the whole movement of Crocs. I was like, I can't stop this shit. People are gonna wear these dumbass sandals no matter what.
They're comfortable, though.
The worst design ever.
Dude.
But you know what? It
Crocs.
is what it is.
No, but the thing about conspiracies, though, is that literally the term conspiracy theory is a CIA
Yeah.
term, and it's the same as anything. It's like disinformation. It's like create enough
Yeah.
nonsense
Right.
so that the real shit just falls into
Yeah.
there's so much that you can't ever.
Have you watched the documentary on Amazon, the one that just came out
Which
about aliens? I'm sure you've seen this. It's what is the name of it? It has all these federal government people in the documentary. It just came out.
Okay.
If you look it up on Amazon, look up like aliens.
See, but then they'll even have people where they're like ex CIA. You're
Yeah,
like
these
you
are
don't
them.
ever
These are
leave
them.
the CIA.
It's a really
That's
convincing
what they say
documentary
in movies.
It might be on Amazon.
Which
It's
they
a very,
fund.
very convincing documentary. Me and my girl watched it and we were like, holy shit, this is crazy.
See,
Age of Disclosure, that's it.
okay,
It's
so
fucking good, bro.
They okay, thank you for the recommendation. I might check that
Yeah.
out, dude.
Age of Disclosure.
But dude, yeah, to me though, there's also Operation Bluebeam. I know you know of that one, which is basically like everything this is
Right.
being a psyop, right?
Right.
So them manufacturing this whole
Right.
Look, we've been hiding. Like, why now?
Right.
Why now?
Well, and they kind of discuss a lot of these ideas in that documentary, which I think is fucking great. It shines a light. The thing that stood out the most to me, though, was the partnership that they establish in that film is that there's a private sector that's tied to the government that is doing the heavy lifting of some of this like energy research and reverse engineering of these foreign technologies. And because they're private, they don't have to disclose. So they kind of hide them behind that wall.
Yeah.
And they don't. There's no legal like qualification they have
No
to follow.
precedent for them to
Well,
release that.
yeah,
because
this
it's
is
a
also-
private company.
Yeah.
You know
so,
who this
so
all
they store it
also
all there, you know?
validates or vindicates or whatever? Bob Lazar, dude.
I fuck with Bob Lazar.
You guys-
I mean,
Bro,
Just
but
roll
also
one. I'm gonna
if
use
you
the bathroom
believe
real quick.
him, didn't he say that we don't even have the ability because it's so far ahead to even
Right.
reverse engineer it because we can't even begin to understand the fundamental
Yeah, but he
workings because they're
also-
dealing with fucking gravity and shit.
Right, but he also said the moments that he was just talking about were like 20 or 30 years ago, and he was like, you know, whatever they've done between now and then, who the fuck knows, right?
Yeah.
And I think if there are active living extraterrestrial species working with humans, then why couldn't they make that jump? You know what I mean?
Dude.
You got a teacher basically.
Bro.
I don't listen. I'm just
Well,
saying.
It's
I'm just
0 point energy, and it'll kill the whole economy if they let that out. Because
right.
it's
Which
free energy.
Yeah, who industry doesn't want that?
Free energy.
Yeah, industry doesn't
But
want that.
like, this fucking capitalist scum, dude. Just think bigger.
It's not even
Why can't they think
capitalism though. It's
bigger?
not even money. It's control.
Yeah.
You know, straight up. Like
Human scum, dude. It's the
It's
human
nuts, bro.
condition, though. It's like people are always trying to dominate other people and control resources and control movements, bro. But
so I play this game called Arc Raiders. I fucking love it. And you can either play in solo, duo, or threes, right? And when I play in solos in this game, you have the option to either PvP, you can shoot other players, or you can shoot these robots that attack you that are actually very entertaining because they're like AI driven, whatever. Generally, on solos, people help people. But when you start ramping up to 2 or 3, you start getting this like mob mentality where even though we're all passive and in solos we would be chill, now people are more aggressive. So I think it's just built into humans, man. Like I don't know if it's a dominating thing. I don't know if it's a mob mentality. I don't know, what is enticing about that power struggle. But
it's a scarcity mindset because if you thought bigger, you could say we could create a world where everyone could have the freedom to go do and be whatever the possible thing they could be the best and like
right.
But
then
without
how do you control that? If I free you and the population to not have to worry about bills and you can all become experts or geniuses at what you do, now how the fuck do I control you?
Yeah.
I can't, right?
You're not good for my setup of how this works because
Hence, let's try to create artificial life that we think we can control, and this will be our new populace that we can control, and then fuck the humans, fuck the regular scumbags. Just a theory, I don't know.
Bro,
just a theory.
Yeah. Well,
Let me hit that vape. Come on.
And, bro, the shit they do, bro. Like Eyes Wide Shut didn't come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like,
I've heard some crazy shit about that,
bro. Like I'm sure, dude, because like people like it's almost just easier for the average probably person to just be like, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to go there in my mind about what could be doing.
And a lot of people have other shit that they need to pay more attention to.
Who's
that's
shady
more
as fuck too? Erica Kirk, bro.
Yeah,
duh, bro. It's a whole rabbit hole, man.
Yeah, it's a whole nother thing.
Insane.
Do you remember,
You look
the
like
end
you're
do you remember the end of the movie of Eyes Wide Shut?
No, it's been forever since
I've never watched the movie. I want to, but I did hear there's a ton of missing scenes that they clipped from it.
There's 20 minutes.
It's kind of weird. Kubrick died like right after making it
because they cut the film. His daughter denies it, but she would because they killed her father.
They didn't put out the film he wanted to put out. They didn't put out the director's cut, and they've never released a director's cut.
They never released it.
Bro, why can't give us the director's cut of Eyes Wide Shut, motherfucker?
If you watch,
it's out there.
If you watch the movie, they're Christmas shopping. And then they let their daughter go off with some man.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, like the daughter just walks off.
I heard that it was one theory that it was squarely pointed at Epstein, and it was actually about him.
Bro, see, and that doesn't surprise you because they always have this imagery and the shit they do and the places that like the artwork they keep, and there's always like weird shit, and you're like, why?
Weirdos,
what is this? It's the ritualistic.
There's a heavy emphasis
vibe
on
to it,
image and how you present yourself and how you come across.
David Koresh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just think when you get to that point of power and wealth, you start going a little dark, right? Like what you can have anything you want in the world, except what? You start one of the things that you shouldn't have or that are forbidden.
Well, and like you can literally murder people without consequence.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Money solves any problem
for fun, for sport.
Right.
People like to say it doesn't, but like
here's my fun one. No backing of any real kind to support any of this.
Okay.
The Uvalde shooting, adrenochrome harvesting event. That's why they wouldn't let them go in there for an hour because they had to harvest the adrenochrome.
I mean,
that's pretty good, right? Because you hear it and you're like, that could be true.
I mean, I've always heard there's also just something, I don't know, like some unique characteristics of us when we're kids. I don't know what that is. If it's like an energy or
your pineal gland isn't calcified yet.
There you go. That makes sense.
And like your hormones are different when you're a kid too. I mean, like just your blood. So like if you get a kid's blood, it's not the same as probably
crazy.
An adult's
you get canceled
blood.
Before 50, for episode 50. Goddamn.
Look, we're not saying anything definitive here. We're just
spewing
this is all
shit.
fun banter talk.
Yeah.
We don't believe necessarily anything we're saying.
No, I believe in probably nothing I've said.
There we go.
It's just a fun thing to just be stupid about. But like also, like anything, there's always truth somewhere buried.
Yeah. Yeah, where there's
underneath
smoke,
the bodies.
there's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows, man? Humans are listen. I think we're all imperfect creatures, and I don't know that we're the best stewards of the planet. So, but we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you afraid of AI?
I'm not afraid of it. I think a lot of people are ignorant to maybe the possibilities of what it'll mean in the end.
I've got a great screenplay idea. I almost don't want to say it because I feel like it's that good.
Someone might run off with it. I don't know.
But it's like AI based because it's like there's the computers and there's the aliens.
Right.
Yeah. So thinking
it's cowboys versus aliens, but with AI.
Well, no, not cowboys versus aliens. Computers versus aliens.
Right. I could see that. I mean, here's the
Because
thing, dude.
that's where
if you look at
nobody's
humans, we are biological parodies of computer systems, of circuitry, of wires. Our brains literally operate on synapse. It's little electrical, right? So a lot of similarities.
Like files.
So who's to say at some point? And actually, there are people that are trying to do this. You can look it up. I think it's very low key right now. It's not necessarily functioning technology, but they're looking at building organic computers. So they're using organic matter to do these processing and et cetera. So to think that AI wouldn't manifest itself at some point in some physical organic tissue that resembles us, I think that would be ignorant to think that couldn't happen.
Palantir's working on.
Yeah.
That's definitely the direction it's going because I feel like the whole idea of like what AI looks like and how it develops is getting closer and closer to being us.
You know who Trump's
and
scared of though?
indisputable.
Fucking Israel, dude.
I mean, I think everybody is.
Everybody is scared of
I
Israel.
think everybody is.
We had Medina on. She's state
The
representative.
honorable.
The honorable Medina.
Yeah.
Wilson Anton. She was on Kill Tony actually. We were talking about all this shit
Yeah.
because it's like, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean,
First-hand experience.
there's some dark shit happening over there, clearly, and I stand with Chappelle.
See, but you know what, man? Who am I to say anything? All right, first off, but where he lost me a little bit was like, dude, the Saudi comments. I'm like, bro, are you really gonna say? You think like you could say whatever you want here?
Right.
You really? Carlin got arrested, right?
Right.
For the 7 words. So we thank you to the Trailblazers, the Lenny Bruces.
Yeah.
But it's like we're not in that world where you can't say shit now. We're like this is.
Well, I think.
Whereas in Saudi Arabia, you can't.
Yeah, I think the idea of like cancel culture is probably, hopefully, on its way out, or at least it feels like it is. But murder culture's forever, bro. And you can say some shit to get you murdered, and it is what it is.
And that's what I'm saying. That I promise you, there's things Chappelle wouldn't say in Saudi Arabia. He wouldn't.
Oh yeah,
he wouldn't.
I'm sure.
He would say in America.
Yeah,
I promise you, there are.
Yeah.
He
it's
just
like,
couldn't make fun of the royal family or Islam.
Right.
Like literally, but when you're a comedian, or maybe even just an artist in general, when somebody tells you you can't go here, what's your first instinct?
Yeah, you want to go there.
They want to go there.
Yeah.
Because you don't get to tell me where I go.
Right.
It's more like that for me.
It's almost like kids with things that are taboo, like like alcohol and weed and shit,
Right.
and like the things that you're not allowed to do. That makes you want to do it a lot more because you're not allowed to.
Yeah, I
you want
agree
to
with
push
that.
that boundary.
Yeah.
I like what you said about like murder culture will always be around.
That shit's forever.
It's always
war.
Yeah.
My favorite example in a comedic context of that is South Park episode 200 and 201. You know the
Okay.
story behind that?
I do not.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy because they got in really hot water in their 200th episode for depicting Muhammad.
Oh, okay. I've heard
huge
about
deal.
this. Yeah.
And the whole plot of the episode was basically, hey, don't give in to terrorist threats because doing something in response to that is what allows for those sorts of threats and death threats and threats of violence to exist in the first place is the fact that you cop to them.
Right.
So 200-201 is all about how Muhammad has this special goo that makes him impervious to be made fun of. So everyone, all these famous people want to harvest
It's
it.
reasonable to not want to do it or be like apprehensive
Yeah.
when you know that there are people that will legitimately murder you.
Yeah.
will
if
actually
you do. If the if the wrong person really sees it,
like, and very clearly there's evidence of that happening. It's not just like, oh, they might do
Right.
it, they've said it. Like, no, it's like
Whereas-
it's happened before.
Christians generally, I mean, like that's not a thing that is like. There's not a thing you can do that makes Christians go to the level of like, oh, they're going to murder people. Other than abortion, maybe clinics.
That's why
maybe.
Saddam Hussein had all Christian servants.
Are you serious?
Really? He
That's
had
real.
full.
He had all
shit.
Christian servants
Damn,
because
no
he was
shit.
just like they're not going to blow themselves up or kill me. So
Smart man.
Speaking of
Islam is a more generally, I feel like, orthodox type practicing religion than Christianity's gotten so liberal, and then Judaism has gotten. Judaism's very liberal.
I think there's varying degrees of all of it. There's like different universes of each of
Yeah.
these religions.
I forget if it
There's
was
fanaticism,
Osama.
there's
If
moderate.
I forget if it was Saddam Hussein or Osama bin Laden, but I remember hearing that they found like copious amounts of like Japanese porn games on their computer after
That's
they
funny.
died.
Which is like
You mean people are
tentacles and-
hypocrites?
Yeah, really?
No.
It was one of those.
That's
two.
why it's like, yeah, you can't. That's the thing. It's like just own your shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like if you're into Japanese anime, robot AI porn, whatever. Like just
Tentacles,
just-
they like
I'm not saying
tentacles, yeah.
say it out loud, but if anybody asks, don't just be like, yeah, that's my thing.
You're like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird.
That's what I'm into.
I think everybody should have some type of way to blow off steam.
Yeah.
And to release. I think like
After they
comedians.
blow up people, they're like,
I mean, maybe that's the way for some people. But like comedians, you have the stage, right? You have the audience, and same thing for musicians. We have music and performing, but a lot of people don't have that outlet, and so. I think I'm not saying we do a fucking purge, right? But what I'm saying is if some of these religions allowed some type of acceptable method to like blow fucking steam off, maybe it'd be better.
well, that's why, like, why do you not? This is why you don't see any women mass shooters.
Yeah.
That's why.
Very,
Because they can have
uncommon.
sex anytime they want. That's literally, you've got a lot of sexually frustrated men. And
makes
when they're
sense.
really sexually frustrated, like when no woman will fuck them and they want to fuck. That's the thing. Not all guys want to, but the
Yeah.
guys that really want it and they can't get it,
Right.
they get all fucking, bleh. Bro, it's like,
Up in the fields.
so,
Bust a nut,
so
fellas.
yeah, that's
Jesus.
what like ladies should help, and like lower mass shootings, like fucking incel for America.
My favorite theory.
just make his life, and he'll be good for he could be good for years after.
My favorite
from just
theory
one fuck.
around that is that
He's not going to murder anybody for a while.
All mass shooters, the one thing that they have in common is that they didn't figure out how to jerk off yet.
Yeah.
They couldn't give themselves nut
here's
clarity.
a question for you. Maybe you can look this up. Are countries that are more open sexually less likely to have school shootings or violence? Because I feel like places in Europe where sex is celebrated and seems open, maybe there's a connection. I don't know.
I think that probably, yeah. Like, but like even in Australia, where there hasn't, I don't think, been a mass shooting in forever,
Yeah.
they just randomly had the one that happened. It's like, it can happen anywhere. And
Can
it's,
happen
that's,
anywhere, yeah,
that's
yeah.
the whole thing it's like, just be like, things happen. It's like firearms, if you're going to have them in
Right.
society, if we're going to have them, like, then you just have to know that that's going to possibly be something that could happen.
Yeah,
you hope
yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't, but
It's always a possibility.
Australia has
Yeah.
more stringent gun laws than probably almost anywhere
Right.
in the world, and it still happens. It's like it just shows you, like, it doesn't matter. The more legislation, and you always see these things turn political. It's like, it's not political. It's a human thing, and
Right.
we're not understanding, like, how do we get to the root here? Because
Yeah.
people want to just, we want to, like,
Well,
it's
I
guns.
mean-
It's like, cars kill people every day.
Right.
Far more. Are we going to ban cars?
Right.
You have to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't think we have the answers here on this podcast.
No, well,
today, but-
we're not trying to say
expounding,
we do.
yeah.
Yeah, but I
Institute
just
of
talking
Government,
about
fucking Rockefeller, dude.
I mean, I grew up here in Texas. You know what I mean? Like I grew up around
The Federal
guns
Reserve,
and,
dog.
and shooting and all of this shit. Right?
That's what I yell on Everest. Fuck the Fed.
Yeah, there you go. But living out in California, it was totally different, right? Like they don't
Yeah.
have guns everywhere. So,
Radically
is
different.
it safer? Is it less safe? I don't know, man. But
I see,
you
and that's
know.
the thing. It's like, to me, I don't think you should just let anybody go by again. I do
Right.
think like mental health evaluation maybe should be conducted on any individual.
There should be
And maybe
regulation
you should have
involved,
to have
for sure.
Yeah.
like some sort of.
I don't think anyone's
period,
arguing
and
against
it's,
that.
No,
Yeah.
like it's just more of like an access thing. Like we shouldn't make guns like super accessible to people,
Yeah.
but like it should.
Yeah, I don't know if they
something
should be
that
in
if
Walmart.
you legally channel,
Right,
like go through the
definitely
proper
Walmart.
channels or whatever, you can buy a firearm. Like
I
I
just
feel
think
like
it's crazier that I'm more likely to get shot at a school than walking down the street. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
That is a nuts statistic.
But like also,
yeah.
it's like my dad was a cop for 35 years, dude, and it's like police shootings for another example. These things do happen.
Sure,
But
yeah,
do they
yeah.
happen on the degree that we all try to like? It's like no, these
Yeah.
things don't happen at this. It's crazy because we like turn these things where we're like all the things happening. We're like
Yeah.
this is like. A lot of times, dude, hype and perception and
Sure.
and just the engine of social media, which is like
Yeah.
something runs, and then most people aren't looking past the headline. They're not going to like actually
Right.
try to
No,
like
yeah.
go.
because they got other
past
stuff
surface
going
level.
on in their day that they're
Well,
paying
it's a
attention to.
bajillion things. Like attention spans
Yeah.
have never been.
It's true.
You hear
Like-
about one thing that happened, you go, "Hey, did you hear about this?" Like for me, that's been this week.
You ever
has
go
been,
listen to music with a Gen Zer?
No.
You listen to like a minute of every song.
Yeah. Yeah. They have their attention spans are.
That was you in the car heading over here.
I know it was me, but we also were like trying to play some stuff,
Yeah.
some tracks. We
We
were
were-
like trying to get through.
We had about 10 minutes to get over
'Cause
here.
we're
and
like,
just trying to hit all the
Listen to
bangers.
some
Yeah.
few things, but I came up with a hook. So I'm
Mega
like, all
mix.
right, bro.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's like the creative process is like I don't know. It's fun because it's like when you like for me it'd be interesting to ask you that actually like
Yeah.
with your creative process like when you're coming up with your shit. I would imagine because like as a comedian I might have a heckler do some shit
Sure.
that I might reply to and it feels organic, but I may have had something happen. There's already kind of a
Context
like I
to it
already
or
know the
something.
move. Do you feel that way with like what you do?
with
Just
writing
like as
music
you're like
or
as you're because it's like it's an extemporaneous
with
process.
freestyle specifically.
Yeah, because what you said you were doing, like this was like MSG, you were freestyling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing, and I've tried to describe this to people before. Like to me, when I freestyle, the best way I can describe it is somebody like jumping out of a plane and clouds are flying by, and these words are the clouds. And you just kind of you have a amount of time that you can try to reach out and grab this word and put it into this sentence and make it make sense, right? And if you do this enough, it's no different than learning another language, right? And so for me, I've done this exercise of freestyle for over 10 years, and it started by literally just flipping through a dictionary, finding a word, and rhyming with as much as possible. And I would do this shit like obsessively because I'm a weirdo. And then my first time having to actually put it together in any logical phrase or statement was battle rap. So I started doing like battle rap, and I did over 200 battles across the country. Some of the biggest ones like Scribble Jam, which were like Eminem was discovered. I did the World Rap Championship in New York, which was like 50 grand for the winner, and me and my buddy had to beat 30 different teams from.
Have you kept
across
your
the
record
country.
along that whole time?
I think I've only. I mean, I haven't kept a strict record, but I'm pretty sure I've only lost like maybe 8 to 10 times out of like 200 something.
Damn.
battles.
Nice, dude.
Like
That's
at one point, me and
That's
my,
impressive.
Like that's just how we were paying bills. Like me and my boy would
And
just go to
you know,
battles.
kudos to you for saying, there were 8 to 10 times I lost. You know,
For
'cause
sure. Yeah, for
some
sure.
guys, the fucking ego, dude. You're
Yeah.
like the guys that act like I don't ever bomb.
like, oh,
shut the
they
fuck
said
up.
I lost,
If you're
but I
if you're
didn't
never
really,
bombing, you're
you
not
know.
writing. I can promise you that.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
No.
But being in those environments, right, going from just like freestyling in my room, then having to literally compete to win on a stage, it just like builds this muscle up. And so when I talk or hear words or phrases, like my mind's already just rhyming shit in my brain all the time. But it's almost like a program running in the back. Like it's not something I try to focus on, because if I do focus on it in the moment, I'll fuck up.
Yeah.
Like if I try to get to a certain point or cultivate it too much, it just won't work.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I don't get high that much, but when I'm high, I think I freestyle much better because I'm even more
Interesting.
just like in the back seat. So in a way, it does feel like this like thing takes over, you know, and it kind of
like a
moves.
filter gets out of the way.
What happens is if I'm on stage, like, and I'm freestyling with the band or whatever, I'm clocking. I no longer have to focus on the words that are coming out. Instead, I'm clocking the band. I'm looking at the crowd, seeing who's reacting, who isn't reacting. I'm absorbing the environment, and then hopefully I see or can react to something that I can tie and bring it like right back into the moment. Because the whole goal is to make people just go, "Oh, what the fuck? Wow, that's crazy," right?
Yeah.
And that might be a pattern change, it might be a punchline, it might be like a body movement, whatever the fuck it is. But once you've done this for long periods of time, for such a long time, it becomes second nature. Like that shit with Boombox with Carlos when I first met those dudes. Every Tuesday night for 2 years, I would freestyle for 4 hours every Tuesday night with this fucking band. Like,
damn, dude.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
wild.
it just becomes a part of like who I am.
Dude,
musically.
Freestyling is such magic to me because my brain does not work at all like that.
And here's the thing: is to me, it's like the easiest thing. So when people are like, "Man, that's crazy," I'm like, "It's really not that crazy, bro. It's like throwing a frisbee." But to your point, we're in different experience levels with it.
Well, and it's just like any instrument, like it's improvisation. So it's like you're taking things you have, like the mechanics, the building blocks of how you rhyme. Because I'm sure, like from a cadence standpoint, there's probably
tons of cadences.
Yeah.
You can jump into.
So where you're at with that, might be differing at different moments and how you're gonna relate with it. So it's like that's where you like every moment's different, but there's like you've worked in these things before. Like I this is a thing. I'm familiar with this one. I know this one.
Yeah.
It's because it's
just
different tools you can pick up.
Chains of words just pop up. Not just chains, but syllables of them. Like here's a word that rhymes with one syllable, two syllable, three, and they all just kind of like pop up in my brain and they're just rotating and I just grab this or grab that. But so it's at the point now where people don't believe me, and so I'm having to do things to show them. And just recently I did this variety show with my friend. And what I do when I do this show, and this is actually interesting because I've been thinking about doing this more. Maybe you guys can advise me on this, but comedy show, all these comedians do their thing, and I'll watch all the sets, and anything that like sticks out to me, I'll write down. This guy talked about choosing to have good hair over a hard dick, right? Like erectile dysfunction. He'd rather have good hair over a hard dick.
You know where we could maybe collaborate together?
What's that?
Would be. And I'm stealing this, but from New York. When I lived in New York, there was a spot, Fat Baby.
Okay.
And I had a lot of fun there. But the show, they would do this show every week. It was just basically called Fat Baby. But and there was a DJ, and then the comedians they would do their sets.
Right.
And then every comedian there was a bucket, and you had to pull a random thing. And whatever it was, you had to freestyle rap for like 30 seconds, whatever.
Nice.
And every comedian would do it after their set. And bro, so I would do it, and I would have to freestyle. And I was like,
nice.
You're like, oh, fuck, but it was like, and then some cats, you're like, dude, this dude fucking has bars, bro. And then, but other people, it was like they were terrible, but it was hilarious. So it's like whichever way it went.
It's like a mechanic of the show.
It's a win-win. Like either you're terrible and it's great, or it's amazing.
I've often thought it would be a great thing, a show to to do in Austin, like to have a show like that here.
I mean, I think that could be interesting. I've never been to a show like that. And I think what I do is quite similar to that, right? So, like, again, I watch all the comedian sets and then I just do callbacks. Like I freestyle callbacks to all of their sets because I go at the end.
That mechanism, it's like working for you within that, because that's literally a comedy thing. Callbacks.
Yeah. And so and because their shit's funny, when I do callbacks back, it's still funny because people already have the context and the premise. And then secondly, the audience will just write down words on index cards, and I'll have a stack of the cards, and then I'll just like go through the cards, right, and just rhyme, similar to what you're saying. So it's gotten to that point where that's what I have to do to like prove to people like I didn't sit at home and write the shit and think about it or try to figure it out. Like it's in the moment. Here it is, and it's fun though, man. I mean, it's I love it. I wish there were more people that I could freestyle with. Because people either aren't good at it, they don't want to, or a lot of my rapper friends are just like, we don't freestyle, fuck that. So there's only been a few people back in LA that would like throw down, and we'd do like 4-hour sessions. And
yeah, well, dude, that's like a jam, dude. You're just like go because it's like
just bouncing off each other.
Like that's the best, bro. It's just like when comedians or improv or actors play off of each other.
Yeah.
You know, like you level each other up.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm only going to go so hard by myself,
Well-
but if it's two of us and we're going neck and neck and trying to impress the other, like you're just.
I would
You're better
imagine
than what you
too,
would be.
like for you, because I think creatively, like you were talking about earlier, but like with being around and collaborating with certain people like a Carlos or whatever,
Yeah.
it's gonna bring you're gonna unlock something that you may not unlock
Yeah.
playing with every
Always.
necessarily every person.
Yeah, and I think for me the most fun is with live bands because A, that's how I started, but B, there's so many different rhythms that these guys create, different pockets the drummer might make or the bass player or the guitar player or whatever, and so you have to like kind of dance between these lanes, and that's the most fun is just like using your voice as an instrument, you know.
Yeah.
I have always felt like Kendrick's very percussive in his cadence.
100%, yeah.
Like, and then I think it's one of the things that like makes me like him a lot because it's just
Yeah.
like
His rhythm is crazy, and,
Yeah.
and it is an instrument, you know, when you
Yeah.
use it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think Eminem understands that too, and it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
and interesting too. I saw him talking about how he's rhyming and like orange. People are like no, but nothing rhymes with orange. He's like
Right.
an orange door hinge, something.
Right,
something.
right.
And he took this thing, and you're like, oh damn. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did it. He did.
Yeah, you're just stretching
because you're working and
syllables
you're thinking inside a small box.
Right.
Like the box is big. Like there is
Right.
no box.
Plus people don't
that.
say orange the same all over the country.
Yeah, it's your inflection. It's
Yeah.
how you draw out certain syllables.
Right.
And what you guys said about it treating your voice as an instrument. Like I come from a more metal background, and that is
Yeah.
very true there as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
But more in a tonality sort of way rather than percussive or lyrically. It's another instrument on top of the guitars, the bass, the drums,
Right.
Another harmony.
another
Yeah.
harmony, or even just a really crazy growl. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
But you're balancing with the rhythm, right? Or with
Yes.
the other.
Yeah, it all
percussive
goes
elements.
together. It
Yeah.
all meshes.
And you could argue anything is cadence, anything is rhythm. You know, comedy is cadence and
Yep.
rhythm and timing. I mean, everything is. So
Dynamics.
yeah,
yeah.
Tempo,
Yeah.
key signatures. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like it. Yeah, because if you really if you break into the craft, it's like how are you going to do this? How are you going to deliver this?
Right.
At what volume? Where are you at? And it's like that's all creating and painting the picture.
Who was this comedian that passed away a long time ago? Was Mitch Hedberg?
Mitch Hedberg.
Hedberg,
Mitch
yeah.
Hedberg.
Hedberg, yeah. His he had this really unique cadence.
Yeah.
Bro.
And then
Yeah.
it was like kind of sloppy. It was
I
almost
feel like there's this
drunken
guy on Kill
style.
Tony that just fucking come on, bro. It's like the dude in Greta Van Fleet. It's like really,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, he's doing the same
You
shit.
really
Exactly the same.
You know Greta Van
Yeah.
Fleet,
I do.
Led
Yeah.
Zeppelin.
Yeah, yeah.
Greta
That's
Van
funny.
Zeppelin, dude. Yeah, no, but it's like
Yeah, I
when
get-
you
I
get
get it,
that
I get it.
close, you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
If I can feel, because I totally understand that we all have influences, and we're
Sure.
kind of all just an amalgamation.
That's why I can give it a
Of
pass
them.
on someone that's
But
early
when you're
on to their
so much
creative
a thing
career.
Yeah.
that, like the Mitch Hedberg guy, or like I joked that there's this guy, I don't know, remember who he was, but I said it to Josh, and Josh immediately said the guy. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
Nate Bargatze. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like he's just doing
Doing it,
He's
his version of that.
yeah.
I mean, I look at that two ways. Like one, well, I should say first for context, like in hip hop, that shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
It didn't used to. Right?
Mumble
People
rap.
used to have more unique styles, right? And then when people like Future came along and Gunna and Young Thug, they all started getting this like homogenous style. And it's like, all right, it is what it is. But to a point, I think to become one of the greats, you do have to like emulate and learn from their architecture and their design of how they do shit. But the people that then become elevated further than that and become the stars of this generation, they add on to that, or they twist it, or they add their own style to it. So I never think it's a smart decision if you're truly an artist to stay in the outline of another creative. I think you do have to make your own imprint. If that's the goal. But if your goal is just to be a comedian that's moving around, or an entertainer that's can be active, then sure, you can. Here's a role you can fill.
Yeah, well,
you
and
know?
it's like are you making something to say something, or are you making something to be liked, or just
Right.
to to the pandering thing? It's like
'Cause
I'm not.
I'm sure we can agree. Not everybody in entertainment is in entertainment for the love of it.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
so
Well, and
there's
it's
that,
a lot of
you hear them. They're
temptations
like,
as to
I
why
just
you
want
should
the
go in
fame.
there.
I just want the money. I just want the hose. Like, all
It's like,
right,
I'm
bro.
here for this. Yeah.
Well, and it's like that's where if where's your priority at? Because I think
Right.
it's like process is everlasting.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it doesn't end ever.
No,
process. So outcome is like a byproduct of process if you're process focused, but people want outcomes. That's the way I think it is. It's like, fame is an outcome of a process.
It should be process focused always. I mean, that's, to me, that's ingrained in what I do creatively. And sometimes, fame is
weird, and I don't think people understand if they really like thought about it. They maybe don't want to be famous if they
Yeah, I mean,
or at least like to the degree where you can't walking on the street anywhere.
I've been fame adjacent for quite a while with some of my friends that are in music and TV and film, and I'm with them in instances where I see public react to them in a crazy way, and I'm like, whoa. And some of them like it, some of them don't like it. But the thing is, if you reach that level, you don't really get to choose at that point. So you just have to deal with whatever that means. It's interesting. But I think for people in my space where my joy is making the art and putting it out there, and I've already detached from expectation from it, the process is the most important part. And so when I get the comment that I'm sure you guys get too is, oh, are you still doing that music thing? You're still doing this thing? And I'm like, yeah, bro, I absolutely am. And I have no regrets because my process is what fulfills me, not the outcome or the numbers or the Spotify Wrapped. And I think if more people lived and pursued that way, then we would get more unique artists that stand out instead of just falling into these familiar lanes.
What you're talking about too is delayed gratification. It's like it's understanding that there's a bigger picture.
We edging out here. Let's go.
Always
edging.
Holding on to it.
No, but it's like, and we live in an instant gratification culture.
Right.
Everything. What do you want? It's right at your doorstep. What do you need? It's like that. So the long game is it never lost value.
Right.
It lost value in the eyes of like what people consider like when they're looking at what should I prioritize. It's like you got to think bigger picture. That's relationships too. Dating in this city, you 6 months here, it's a fucking joke.
Right.
But it's like it's because people are prioritizing the wrong shit, and it's like what's important.
Yeah, you gotta be edging before you're gooning,
dude. To me, bro, I think like one of my things is like leave it cleaner than you found it if you can.
Yeah.
That's like that's Cub Scouts.
But
it's like the idea. Leave it cleaner than you found it. It's like
yeah, I feel that. Yeah, man, I think if you applied some of the like conceptualization of finance to artists, there's probably some unique similarities, and that is to me like, over time, these things compound. And no one ever told somebody who's investing for a 20-year plan, hey, you're fucking crazy. What are you doing? What are you doing? What did you make this month? They're saying, oh, okay, your big pictures, that $2,000 is going to be $1 million in 20 years or whatever the fuck it is, right? I think that is an approach that I apply to what I do, and I feel like if more people did that, I don't know, I'd probably be happier.
Well, and I think, bro,
more happy people.
For me, that's what I want to do here.
Yeah.
This is process, because this is like we're getting into these things where it's like I'm trying to focus on having interesting conversations and just talking to people who are doing interesting things.
Right.
You're one of those people. There's so many of them in this town.
Yeah.
The world is filled with different perspectives
like,
and different experiences that you can learn from if you just know to ask questions and not be so self-absorbed.
And there's always these common threads that hold every artist, because this is kind of an artist podcast, really. Together, where it's all, no matter what we're doing, you're a painter, you're a comedian, you're a musician, you're whatever it is, like, because it's all in that. And what we're doing is bigger than us. Because if you truly create something special, it will last forever, and you won't. It's going to be it doesn't even belong to you anymore at that point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like so.
I agree.
To me, and it's like that's. If that was where people's heart and mind was, I like. We were talking about Japan earlier, right?
Yeah.
Ikigai. You know that? Are you familiar with that term?
I've heard it, but redefine it for me.
So it's like a Venn diagram of 4 different circles, and it's like what you're good at, what you can get paid for, what the world needs, and like what you love.
Okay.
And if you can find the center of all those things, what the world needs, what you're good at, what you can get paid for, and what you love, that's like, I would say kind of what Maslow might call like self-actualization, but it's like it's just
personal fulfillment.
You're fully like realized.
Yeah.
In terms of because if you ask anybody why are we here, that's for you to fucking decide.
There's
dude.
yeah.
no
You know what I mean?
answer to that.
Yeah.
But there is. It's whatever your answer is.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
self-fulfillment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you talk about the like Trevor Moore. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you and what you do, and I really like your style, man, because it's like you speak to the thing that is. Not even if wherever you're at, like what we see and feel with this, it's like we're speaking to what we feel it could be. It's like
Right.
regardless of where that what the numbers are coming in right
Sure.
now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that it's that ascension kind of
The
vibe.
payoff is the process,
Yeah.
like that to me.
And always putting 110% into
Yeah,
it.
yeah. How you do anything's how you do everything. That's one of my, I forget where I heard that from. Some
Don't
genius
half-ass
man.
two things, full ass one thing.
Yeah, don't
Because you're like committed too. That's the thing too,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
You're bought in. Like
Yeah,
it's
100%.
It's in your bones. It's
Yeah.
it's just you.
It's just part of me,
yeah.
And it's funny because some of my close friends give me shit about that. Like, you romanticize about this shit so much. I'm like, no, bro. Like, I have to make this. Like, what are you gonna die if you don't make it? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Maybe, but
Well-
it's a functioning need for me.
Yeah.
There's that quote from Whiplash that's about that, right? Where it's like, would I rather, live a safe life, retire, and have a boring existence, or
Right.
would I rather die at 30 doing what I'd love?
Right.
My dad posed this interesting hypothetical to me, and he's like, why does art exist in terms of like an evolutionary, like why everything exists for a reason, like from an evolution standpoint. It's like what art wasn't necessary, let's say, to
Sure.
like
Yeah.
evolve, right? But and it's like to keep people like sort of like it's like without art, you would have people that their whole life is like they can't.
Right.
It's the only reason to live.
Right.
Is art. So
Yeah.
like you gotta think from the function that people are like, art exists to them as a lifeline.
Right,
Music,
right.
and I'm sure for you,
Yeah.
exists to me as a world without. If I was deaf, I mean, I'm not saying I would, off myself, but like my world would be gray and colorless.
Right.
After that, it really would.
And I've also heard that like art is the ultimate manifestation of a at the highest level of society. Like art is the manifestation of the humans being able to. I'm trying to figure out how to form this thought because the thought was just in my head and it's such
Like
a
it's
good
the,
idea.
Like the epitome of human expression.
Yeah, it's like the very top layer of what you can achieve, and if you have a civilization that's been stable and they're we've tamed the land and we've been able to house ourselves and put food on the table, you're reaching this higher level of your mind and expression, and it should be celebrated.
But I would
right?
also challenge you with go look at the Egyptian hieroglyphics. There's artwork. These people are theoretically
those are beautiful.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like no matter what phase of society you're in, like
Right.
because you're right. I mean, there is like the base level.
Yeah, but the people who had the
needs,
pyramids built were balling,
But
bro.
like, yeah, true, very true.
Yeah.
But there's caves. There's caves
Sure,
out there.
sure, yeah.
And it's like so humans in caves are they're living in caves. They're hunter gathering, and
yeah.
they're still making art for some reason. Why is it's like
yeah.
Art is
It's-
a poor man's outlet and a rich man's novelty.
Yeah, I like that. It's
Yeah.
a great way to sum it up.
George Anthony.
fucking George Anthony, bro. Profound ass Patrice motherfucker.
But I think it's completely necessary, man. Like it's. Listen, I love all forms of art. I love visual art. I love comedy. I love music. I love acting and plays. Like all of that makes life interesting to me. Otherwise, we just have the regular mundane shit,
Dude, and it's because of like people like you, man, that are just out there, no matter what, staying in the process and doing those things because there's something in you. Like you can't even really necessarily, I'm sure, identify exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But what is it that makes any of us do the things we do?
Yeah. And to your point earlier, you were talking about people choosing to risk it all or play it safe. Just want to clear the air. Nobody is safe in this motherfucker.
No.
There's aliens.
Safety is an
There's
illusion,
asteroids. There's fucking billionaires trying to get adrenochrome.
There's
Listen,
dolphins getting hand jobs.
Exactly.
Bro.
This is complete
Bro,
chaos.
yeah,
so-
or you're just at like a country concert and you're just fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of a
They're
sudden
right,
your
you're right,
pancreas
you're right.
explodes.
Why
Yeah.
you're gonna die? Why not go do the thing that scares you a little?
Yeah, this shit-
from a
This shit happens fast, bro. It happens
really
fast.
does, bro.
Do
How
what
old are
the
you?
fuck you. I'm too old. Do what the fuck you love, and do it to the fullest, and do it your best, so that when you're about to fucking die, you don't have regret. And if you're
yeah.
living in your purpose, then you always feel that way. And I've told my girl this, and she hates when I say it, but I'm like, if I fucking got shot today, I'd be fine. Because I would be going out going, oh, I'm fucking doing what I love. I'm trying to do what I love. I have no regrets about any of that shit. You know what I mean?
Bro.
So I think that's important to say, and I hope some people embody that shit, you know?
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I feel like we kind of reached a good bookend
Yeah, I was
with
gonna
it.
say, that's
I was gonna ask you though, are you doing the New Year's Eve thing?
I am. Yeah, I'll be there.
Dude, so
Hell
this
yeah.
will actually be coming out after that.
Oh, shit,
It's
nice.
I'm guessing, I don't know how long they'll take to release that once they shoot it, the New Year's Eve thing.
Who
But,
knows? I don't know.
I think they're like a 2-week, but for a show like that, I don't know if it's going to be the
bro,
same.
I'm gonna try to figure out a way to
Back.
throw my name in the bucket.
Get up there, buddy.
Bro.
Throw it out there.
Yeah.
You know, I
How many times have you been on?
just once.
Okay.
But it was
So
not
you're
good.
ready for your vindication.
Bro,
Ah.
He's ready to be.
He's coming back
Bro.
with a vengeance.
dog, you don't even,
He'd be like Batman
because
after he
to
got
me,
his back broke.
in my mind, the worst thing that could possibly happen already did. So
Right.
what the fuck is there to actually be like?
Yeah, I
scared?
mean, no,
It-
you set your arc and your character story up perfectly, because now you can make the comeback,
yeah,
and people are gonna fucking love you when you do.
bro. And I'm like, I have friends in the band. I'm like, hey, I'm putting
Yeah.
my name in the bucket.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
John's the most influential.
dude. Because I'm like, I don't ever like to be a person to call those kind of favors in either.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, but if it's like, hey, the name's in the hat, like I can't. That's all I can do. You know,
it's
So
crazy
like-
how many
'cause there's a
people
lot.
throw their names in that fucking hat. On
when
the
I
way
signed
here,
up,
I saw the
so
line.
many.
I hadn't signed up in a while, but when I signed up like a week or two ago when Medina was there,
Yeah.
I was like almost 500th.
No shit.
Yeah.
And that's every time
That's
it's
like-
around that number.
That's like
Yeah.
on a regular basis. Yeah.
I mean, I assume New Year's is going to be a lot more.
oh yeah, New
because
Year's might be like
it's-
1,000 or so.
No
Like,
shit.
It'll be at
so
Moody. Like,
it's really
it's a
I
bigger
don't
stage,
know how
there's
much
more
of it. They
weight
might
to
do
it.
one random
Yeah.
person out of that.
Right,
I feel like
right.
most of it's not going to be random.
Yeah.
I like, and it's also like
Yeah.
understanding how these things actually work versus how you want them to work.
Right.
Which I think that in that sense, I think for their own sake of going, we have to be the show that at least gave that one
Right.
shot, at least one.
Yeah.
But or maybe a couple, but like because it's like they're also thinking, you got to think in terms of the show quality
Of course,
too.
yeah,
you know,
of course.
because there's that to consider if
Yeah,
you're being
yeah.
honest. You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
if you went for all pre-planned lineup, then you would be dishonest about the format of the show.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
you have to have a mix in there. I'm sure, like all of entertainment, there's some things that are programmed in certain ways, but I think I don't think Tony would ever lose that aspect of it because it's part of the bloodline of it, and,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think it's the most.
That's why I'm
It's
like-
one of the core
Yeah.
pillars that's
Yeah.
I
supports the
like
format.
I truly believe that they care about that because
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
comedians, and so
Yeah.
they were there once. They were the one wanting, so they get it
Right.
still. So I think in that way, yeah, and that's like that's what the show's always been. It's like that
Yeah.
idea of that. So it's like,
Yeah.
bro,
Agreed.
Yeah, that's fucking dope, man, dude. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I hope I see you on that stage, dog.
You see
'Cause,
me, I'll be there, man.
I'm just
I'll be
saying,
in the
I'm hoping
audience, so.
I'm,
All right, let's
I'm gonna,
go.
but yeah, because that's like a fucking amazing opportunity, bro. And
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
in terms of getting to do it here in Austin too, man. It's just like special place with
Yeah.
like the history you have here, dude.
So here's the crazy thing, bro. It's at the new, it's the Moody, the new shit,
The arena,
right?
yeah.
So the only other time I've played in there, which is also fucking crazy, was for Dave Chappelle.
oh shit.
Oh, hell
He
yeah.
came into town. His DJ couldn't make it, so me and Buck Rogers did the music, right? So we basically played music and did our whole like freestyle thing for maybe about an hour, and then I was told I just had to introduce a few people, and that I wasn't introducing Dave, and I was like, okay, cool. We're doing our thing. Masego comes up at one point, who I love, and he played with us. And then Chappelle's manager runs over to me. He's like, "Oh, you got to introduce Dave." And I was like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, you got to introduce Dave. He's coming out in a minute. Get ready." And I was like, "Fuck,
Bro.
Luckily, I've watched. I like grew up on the Chappelle show,
Yeah.
so I was just doing callbacks to all of that and introing him.
Yeah.
And about a minute in, I'm like, "All right, it feels like he's about to come out." The manager comes back. You got to keep going for like 2 more minutes. I was like, God
dude.
damn. And at this point, I'm like channeling some of my hosting experience with sports teams, and I'm like getting this side to yell and stand up, getting this side to yell and stand up, and just building it.
Yeah.
And finally, I was like, man, I can't milk this anymore. And so right at that moment, I was like, fuck, what do I say? The lights went out. Boom. The Netflix logo comes up. And I was like, introducing Dave Chappelle. And then he fucking comes out.
Dude. So
Fucking
you were
crazy,
literally
bro.
just like that lead in right up to
Yeah.
his.
Yeah. It was crazy, and we kicked it with him the night before. Dude, I have a ton of
Bro,
crazy stories
he's the
about Chappelle.
only guy I've ever gotten legitimately starstruck in around. Like,
Really?
Yeah, and because I like you said, like the same thing when you said the adjacent to.
Yeah.
I've chilled and hung with like
Bro.
some dope motherfuckers, and it's like, but like, and I've always been like, act like you've been there before, even if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
haven't.
yeah, of course.
But with Chappelle, I don't know, just because he's such a, it's
Bro,
Chappelle, you
I
know.
have so many stories about him. Maybe we can go through them another time. But
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have you back on.
definitely
I've
We'll do
met
it.
him like 6 or 7 times.
Oh, shit.
In
Chappelle
different settings.
Yeah.
Like with me and 4 other homies and him at his party and all kind of crazy shit, bro. It's
I feel
very
like he's
weird.
kind of got a
me.
Bill Murray type similar
does, bro.
vein
Oh,
and
yeah.
vibe
He
with
does.
him, where you just don't know where he might show up and what he might do, and
Yeah, bro.
and it's like, and you would things you might never like. I've heard stories of him at an open mic,
Yeah, he just pops
showing up,
Yeah.
and it's like one of these nights where, as an open micer, you're like, "Fuck this shit," and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden,
Yeah. The only
Bro.
person I've been like, I won't say starstruck, but I definitely felt, I was like, fuck, I think I'm nervous, was Bill Burr. Like, we were at
fucking
my,
Burr
I
hitting
love
on my
that dude
girlfriend,
so much, man.
asshole.
I was at my buddies have a venue in LA called Jam in the Van, and he just like randomly came through, and I'm sitting in my friend's office that we often party in, and it's like half the size of this room, dude, and it's like a couch, a big ass desk, and a chair.
Yeah.
And I just walked in expecting to see my homies there smoking a blunt or something. It's Bill, and he's just sitting in the chair. At that point, I'm already in the fucking room, so I close the door and just
Man.
sit down, and I'm just like, he's like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, "What's up?"
Hey, hi.
And just like kind of shoot
Bro.
the shit, but I love Bill Burr. Man,
I've
so.
chilled with him a few times. I got to
Yeah.
chill with him in 2013
Nice.
after his show, because I had gone to like the comedy club we started at in San Antonio. Him and I, that's how I know him.
Yeah.
And done like just showed up one night, and Paul Verzi, who's like one of Bill Burr's best friends, was headlining, and he's like, "Hey, you doing a guest spot?" I was like, "He's like, you want?" And I did one.
Nice.
And he like ended up like connecting with him, like he like complimented my material and was like,
Nice.
and I was like, "Oh, this dude's like fucking Bill Burr's friend," and like,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like through that, like he came back later with Bill, and I went to the
Nice.
show. And then like afterwards, like in like a small group of people, like we're chilling,
Right.
You know, and it was one of those things, bro, where you're just there and you're like, man, I'm gonna soak this all in
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
and just be so in this present moment
Yeah.
and enjoying and relishing it,
Yeah.
because when you're with those kinds of people, yeah, bro, you're like, dude,
That's what you do. And number 1 rule is you never talk biz.
No.
bro.
Talk about anything else.
Anything
Exactly,
else.
dog.
else.
And Carlos says, never ask to sit in,
Yeah. That's funny.
dude.
Never.
Bro.
I love
Oh
it.
man, well, bro,
Dude.
Z, it's been great
Yeah.
having you, man.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you for
Thank you
coming
guys
through,
for
man.
having
me. For coming on,
We'll have
giving
you
us
come
your
on
time.
again in the
Yeah.
future for some Chappelle stories,
Yeah.
man.
I
Open
got
door
And
it.
maybe
for you,
one
man.
day Chappelle and you will be in here. We'll have you
Yeah.
Yeah,
both here, because
that'll be interesting.
I'll be like, all right, he's here. All right, what's
Hell
up?
yeah.
Dude. But yeah,
Thank
we
you, guys.
appreciate you,
Shut the
bro.
fuck up.
Yeah,
I
we'll see you around.
appreciate it.